Hello, Arsenal fans. Welcome to 101 Arsenal. Neomis is back for another game. Arsenal versus Chelsea. We all know how these ones turn out. So it's going to be an interesting one. I hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Team lineup, as Apollo has got out. So we got Leno in goal, Holden and Gabriel in defense. Oh, and Mari. This is interesting. I wonder what formation we're playing because from what it looks like is that Holden could be playing right back, Gabriel and Mari at centre back with Saka probably left back, El Nene and Party. Oh, and Tierney's playing. It's a really weird formation. I can't tell by looking at the team sheet, but we got Aubameyang and Odegaard back and starting lineup. What's up, Cool K? Hope you're doing well. Thanks a lot, mate. I will open up. I will upload the rest probably tomorrow over the next couple of days. It was a really long one that I made. Almost about 50 minutes. I just had to let it all out because I've been very frustrated with Arsenal over the past weeks and months. So for me, it was almost like therapy doing the video. But you know, coming up on 101 Arsenal itself is like therapy. Coming up on here to talk with you guys, talk about the Arsenal. Hope and wish that to start to see things in another direction. Yo, what's up, P Dubs? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome to the live stream. Three. I hope it's three at the back. Um, I really do. But with Arteta, I can honestly tell you, I just don't quite trust him. But right now, they're getting ready to. Tuchel's giving his little speech, telling us how everything is. 18, yes, got to stand strong right now. I think, right now, a lot of Arsenal fans are down on everything, and I 1,000%, I get it. I think that things haven't been going well, and the players haven't really done anything to really help motivate the fans to really support them. And it's even worse because no one can really go to the stadium. At least if you're in the stadium, you get that feeling of being in the Emirates, and the atmosphere just might kind of bring it on, but you get none of that. So Apollo says Pep played three at the back at Chelsea versus Arteta is doing the same. Oh, see, this is the thing, right? Arteta, you can't always do what Pep does. Like I get it. Was it Paul also says Foden started as a false nine, so did ESR. Arteta has his own tact. I don't know. I really don't know, because if he's just trying to do what Pep's doing, then I really think he's just probably run out of ideas. So when Arsenal fans say that he's out of his depth and he doesn't know what he's doing, he probably is out of his depth, and he he's run out of ideas on how to fix things. So when he's coming out talking about investment and changes, that's probably the only way that he sees it. But I do think he should think outside the box, because I think that there are other things that he can do um, as well. The Cool Case says playing Holden right back is criminal. Have no space. Pace passing is dodgy. I believe it's a 3-4-3. I hope it's a 3-4-3 as well. It's a nothing game, and he wants to limit the danger with Chelsea wing backs. Well, I hope it's not a nothing game, because you know what? I've been saying for the past several weeks. I think it was Nabil that was on here probably about 3-4 weeks ago. I think just before the first leg of the Europa League semi-final, and he told me, like, what would it take for me to be Arteta out? And I always said, if he finishes in the bottom half of the table, 11 from below, for me, he has to go. And if he loses these three games against Chelsea, well, I think it's Brighton and Palace, it's not good enough. Not good enough. And to be honest, like, this game against Chelsea will be tricky. Like, it's perfectly possible for Arsenal to lose these last three games. So for me, not good enough. Was it P Dub says Arteta's arrogance is crazy. His interview earlier blaming players not playing at their best. That's his job. Exactly. Like this is what I mean when I said that. I just think that he's just out of his depth. And I feel for him. I feel for the guy. Well, I don't feel for him because I genuinely think there are other things that he could have tried and to try all avenues. If he had tried every single avenue that he could possibly can, then I think Arsenal fans would have, been a lot more sympathetic and would have gone after the players more so than going after the manager. But seeing the way how everything has gone this season, like he's put a target on his back, and especially when you hear some of the feedback from particularly a lot of the players are out on loan. Greg G says, looks like I'm here by myself again. What's so sad about that lineup? Looks all right on paper. Always wanted to see Saka at right wing back, given it's a problem area for us. Yes, but I mean, I, I guess it's more so with Saka. You want to see him in an attacking lineup, and I guess like Apollo mentioned earlier on, Arteta's seen that Pep is done this way uh, against Chelsea, and he probably feels like this is probably the best way forward. So, if he is playing three centre backs, I know it hasn't kicked off yet. If he is playing three centre backs, then I have no problem with that. So, yeah, good to see Tierney back. Again, I question whether Tierney's at 100%. Like, I'm all about Tierney, but you gotta you got to manage these players, man. Like, I don't want to see Tierney getting potentially injured, over these last three games. I mean, a lots of you in here have said that these are nothing games, and maybe now is not the right time for Tierney. Same thing with like Odegaard. It's good to give him the game time, particularly Odegaard, and I think Odegaard's probably playing because just rejigging everything, Saka as well. But it's good to see him on the pitch. Um, also, Apollo says people were saying Chelsea going to change their team because of the FA and the Champions League. Now look at their team list. Of course not, because Chelsea have a winning mentality. Trust me. Like even though they know that there's a very good chance Chelsea won't even need this win in order to finish in the top four. Like it's all about keeping that consistency, keeping that winning mentality, and like they've got it. But we have to go put out a respectable performance. Um, I, I swear I will come off of this stream if I see any stupid scores like 4-0 or 5-0. Like I'm out of here. No, like they have to play to their ability. Chelsea have a lot of quality, and you know what, Tony, they
Hey,
deserve the position they are in. But with the Arsenal, we can put on a good performance here today. So yeah, let's see what we can do. How's everything going, Tony? Though
yeah, not bad. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good. I think I've starting to recover and looking forward to the end of the season. For me, and trying to find some positives out of the season overall. I'm hoping today's game we'll see more of that. Um, Looking at what's on the bench, I thought I'd maybe be able to see more young players. Um,
I'm, I'm literally just going live, so I've got no idea. I can see the screen up, and I actually thought it was an 8 o'clock kickoff. What time are we kicking off?
I think it's 8:15 because I thought it was 8 o'clock as well. I came in
Okay,
5 minutes before, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, we'll go on there, start team news. But I think I ended up being a little bit early because
it
they're all
can't be
still
eight
talking on.
fifteen because the guys are still warming up, right?
Yeah. They're still warming up.
So that can't
I,
be 15. So I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna come back because I've got a little bit of time, and I can just go and just clear up a few things.
no worries, no worries.
All right, I'll catch up with you in a sec.
All right, cool. See you later, man. Okay. P Dub says first time seeing Gabriel and Mari playing together. I think you actually might be right, P Dubs. I would rather see more of the younger players in the team. A lot of these players have said they are leaving. That's the thing. I saw on Twitter that 5 senior players, sorry, 5 senior players have said that they're looking to leave Arsenal, and potentially that's what we know about Leno. We know about Bellerin. Probably with Lacazette just because of his contract issue. There were talks of Xhaka earlier on. I mean, he's never said he's leaving, but he's always said that Germany will probably be where he ends up going to play, and at Mönchengladbach. So that's 4. But I wonder who. Oh, and probably David Luiz will end up leaving. So I mean, that could theoretically be your 5 players right there. So like lots of sweeping changes with Arsenal. I would like to see a lot of those positions filled with some young players. I get that can't always happen, but let's see what happens in the summer. Um, Apollo says people were killing Emery because he was overthinking the team too much, tinkering too much, and making too many changes from game to game. Arteta, after 18 months, doesn't know his top 11. I agree. And I think that there is. I think similar to Emery, because Emery kept changing it because he feared, Emery saw the weaknesses and he feared what potentially could happen. I think Arteta sees it. There's weaknesses as well, but he's chosen really not to try anything new. Um, uh, Personally, as an Arsenal fan, and I can't speak for all of them, but I know that Arsenal fans, particularly right now, would rather lose with some youngsters playing rather than play with some of the same older, experienced players who aren't given 100%. And Arteta knows that they haven't been given 100% because he said it in interviews. I'd rather have those young players who are going to go out there and give 100% effort, and they're going to go out there and try and fail, and they're going to do their thing. What's up, Ebony? How's it
What's
going?
up? What's up, Naomi? What's up, Tony? I'm
Uh,
just agreeing with you there. You
yep,
know, as I keep saying before, as I've said so many times, it is the youngsters that have actually kept us afloat.
yep,
I don't care what anyone says, particularly Smith Rowe and Saka, because
yeah,
had a couple of the older players not been injured, they wouldn't have seen the light of day. Probably would have gone out on loan.
yep. I
No,
agree. And
and you're gone.
no, no. I was going to say the thing that's so sad about, particularly Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe was very close to going out on loan. To the point where at the beginning of the season, Arsenal didn't even offer him a new contract, and this summer, sealing him down with a new contract is paramount.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we need to keep these players
Hmm.
because we're very good at letting go of gems for them to do well and to come back and bite us on the backside with other clubs. And one of those
Yeah,
players is Theo Walcott. I don't care what anyone says. He got a lot of stick while he was at Arsenal, but
yep.
he's gone on to do
He's gone
some
on.
all right stuff.
Well, another player who's played for Chelsea, Olivier Giroud. I mean, Giroud's left Arsenal. Everybody called him a donkey and a lamppost, and Giroud could have left Arsenal and win a Europa League and the Champions League.
Yeah,
Incredible.
it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Like, so uh, they're getting ready to kick off right now. Um, but predictions, what do you think the game is going to be? I'm going for a 2-2 draw with Arsenal. I just definitely think that that's the best that we could do right now.
I'd say 1-1 draw.
1-1. Okay, like sound of 1-1.
She says.
Oh, Chelsea have made some changes. They got Billy Gilmore, talented central midfielder, in their central midfield. But they got some pace up front. Pulisic, Mount, and Havertz leading the line. That's a lot of pace. They're gonna terrorize Holden. Apollo says there's no place for managers in this era to play Tinkerman. Either find your best 11 or piss off. Thing is, you have to kind of tinker, and Arsenal needs some tinkering. We got to just find the right balance. But we're playing Party and El Nene in midfield, which I do like with three at the back. Sky Sports has it as a 3-4-2-1 with Smith Rowe and Odegaard. Uh, I guess Smith Rowe and Odegaard are playing just two attacking midfielders just behind Aubameyang. I don't think that they're out wide. But
Team of Honor, we're going to get whooped as Victor.
No, we can't get no. I said before you joined, if I see any stupidness like 4 or 5-0 in a half, I'm out.
So am I. It's a good job I'm at work because my colleague could actually come and relieve me early. So I'll probably join you in the aftermath chat.
Okay. Oh no, I just Arsenal just put out a sensible performance. That's all. That's where it's gotten to right now. I'm not even asking for a win.
We need
a sensible performance. Paulo says tinkering is okay, Neomis. If you're in your first season, Arteta has been here for 18 months. Yeah, that is true. But what has changed from last season? I guess what he probably hasn't done is that he knew what his starting 11 was, but maybe he didn't have like a backup 11. I don't know, because that's something that I think in terms of depth, I think we struggle with, but that's where you just got to find a way. He's the manager; he gets paid to do that, so find a way, Arteta.
I'm just wondering, when we played Man U, I think it was last January actually, and beat them 2-0. Whatever happened to those performances, where the likes of Aubameyang was that tracking back and whatever happened to that type of performance?
It must come from the players. I'd be surprised if the players still believed in him. I definitely he keeps playing the senior players, and clearly the senior players are. I think some of them don't believe in him anymore. And he isn't even consistent enough with the way how he deals with them. There is favoritism going on, and I'll never forget when the reports came out at the beginning of the season on how he was accused. There's a player very vocal accusing him of favoritism.
Yeah. I'm actually quite interested if Willian's on the bench, isn't he?
Surely he's on the bench. Arteta loves him some Willie.
Okay, so we're 18 seconds in. He is on the bench.
He's on the bench. Unbelievable. All right. So
I'm not even getting gassed over his free kick. It was a great free kick.
Oh yeah, good free kick. But his first goal, No. Go sit down, Arteta. No. Was it Apollo says, Carlito, it's about time someone brought the players to light. They've had 3 managers sacked and got away with it. I'm happy that Arteta blew them up. He blew them up, and then he plays them the next game. That's the problem. I'm more than happy for him blowing them up, and then says, you know what? All of you that don't want to be here, all of you that don't want to fight for the badge, you've got to go. You have to go. I still remember the words that Freddie Ljungberg said in his final game at Arsenal, saying that there's plenty of players that they don't want to be there, they don't want to fight for the badge, and there hasn't been that many changes. There's still the Xhakas of this world, Lacazette's, the Aubameyang, and he must be referring to some of those players.
And to think that some of the players that we've needed, especially in the latter half of this campaign, they're out on loan.
Yeah.
Ainsley.
It says a lot.
Guendouzi, Willett, Saliba.
Yep.
What does he do? I like to know what Cedric's done. What has Cedric done to make
Well,
Arteta choose Xhaka as left back, as
I,
a false left back?
I agree. I know he said that he had an injury, but I, I don't quite believe that because he had him on the bench. Like, why are you going to have a player on the bench who supposedly is injured and then you're not going to play him? Makes no sense.
Come on, kick it out, man. Why kicking it back to? Why kicking back to Leno?
Oh, you must be ahead of me.
I'm on
How many?
2 minutes. What are you
Oh,
on?
okay. I'm on 3:23.
Oh, you're ahead of me. I'm on 3:10.
3:10. Okay, I'm about 20 seconds ahead.
Apollo's on roughly the same time as me, if not maybe a few seconds behind.
Okay. Well, so far, I have to say, Arsenal are playing well. They're putting in a fight.
Yeah, I mean they're passing the ball around quite neatly,
Yeah.
which is what I like to see. Oh, interception by Chelsea.
I will say that Tierney also looks like he's somewhere near to full fitness. Um, I I hope we don't strain him too much.
He's our best left back, which is why I got
Yeah,
a shirt with his name on the back.
I agree with that. Like for me, like the players, like normally I buy a shirt every single season, and I always choose a player who's done well, who I can really resonate with. And this season, I've got three players in Saka, Tierney, and Smith Rowe that are
Hmm.
just like must haves. I have to get shirts with all three of them. I don't know whether I should wait for sales or wait till next season shirts, but just three outstanding players.
Yeah, these are the players that have actually kept us afloat. These are the
Yep.
players that got us out of that relegation zone, or near the relegation zone.
Chelsea pressing us just really intensely right now. I mean, both sides are pressing, but
Hmm.
this is going to be a very close game. Very close game. Like, I think Arsenal have come in with the right attitude. I don't think it's going to be a demolition at all.
Yeah, they've come in with the right attitude, but too little, too late.
Yeah, when the pressure's off and when there's really nothing else to play. Well, I think there are talks that we might be able to beat Tottenham to get into the Europa Conference, but as far as I'm concerned, that's like being in the group stages of the Europa League.
I'm just wondering, is there still that proposal where they wanted to have the Champions League, Europa, and Europa's long distant cousin?
Oh, you mean to qualify for?
Mm.
Yeah, because I think it's fifth and sixth is Europa League, and then seventh is this conference. And if you win the conference, you qualify for the Europa League.
So, effort of a game, yeah, where Leno simply made a catch.
What do you think of Leno? Because you heard this whole story about he said
Bye.
never mind. I figured you'd like that. And you know what? I actually think we could get some decent money for him. I don't think he's a waste. I don't think he's a
I
waste.
think he is. He's a waste. I have never seen. Well,
Look,
actually, that's a lie. The amount of mistakes and the amount of indecisiveness that he creates, the amount of fear that he puts in me. I'm sorry. And whenever I know people are going to be sick and tired of me saying this, we got rid of the wrong goalkeeper.
well, now it looks like we did because when the one that we kept has decided that he's going to leave, I mean, it really makes Arteta again look stupid for choosing Leno. Because if he told Martinez, "Listen, I'm going to make you number one," I think Martinez would have signed a new contract, that's your goalkeeper there for the next 5 years.
It's like you get rid of a. To me, Martinez is a, and I'm not just saying that because I have the name, his name on the back of my goalie shirt, but he's far more superior as a goalkeeper than Leno. He has safe hands. All right, lots of people are going to say, "Oh well, since he's gone to Aston Villa, he's made so many mistakes." But has he made the same amount of mistakes as Leno has? I don't know. I don't think so.
The thing is, right, I think he makes typical goalkeeper mistakes. Leno makes some absolute clangers. Catching the ball outside the box, and getting sent off. That kind of stuff is unforgivable.
You just don't do that. You don't handle the ball outside of your box. Every goalkeeper should know that. It's one of the most basic rules of goalkeeping.
Yeah, like absolutely ridiculous. But like Apollo mentioned before about Matt Ryan, I hope we sign Matt Ryan because I think Matt Ryan's decent. Like I haven't seen a bad game from him, a bad performance yet. Not even a mistake where I've been like, oh, he could have done better. Like he's a really solid player. And Arsenal on the counter attack right now with Aubameyang, Saka, covering the ball right now on the left, but is offside at the moment, which is a shame. But Arsenal playing well. Gotta say that.
I just love this pass and movement that they're doing right now. They're just like it's just connecting all the dots right now.
Yeah.
Saka passed it back to offside again on the left-hand side.
Oh, come on. Odegaard crosses it in. Ball gets blocked. I think that was Thiago Silva there. Odegaard, a lone player, is starting. Why? Unless we are signing him, why then develop minutes could go to younger players, including Martinelli or Pepe, give some confidence for this form. You're absolutely right. But Apollo, do not be surprised if you hear that Arteta is going to spend 45 million to buy Odegaard when we have limited funds. I'm telling you.
I think we should buy him.
The thing is, I don't. I think things for Arsenal are really bad, and I don't. I know people are talking about these big signings, but we need so much surgery. Like Apollo posted his thoughts on. Oh my God! Oh, sorry about that. Chelsea wins the ball in midfield. They hit us on the counter attack. It's virtually an open goal, and Havertz misses it. Who loses the ball? Wow.
It's coming up to me now, I think.
So Mari.
Here we go. Terrible.
Gabriel passes the ball to Mari.
That was lucky.
And Mari just not. You
gotta wake up, son.
And you know,
player. Keep up.
It's like, see, that's not good. When he doesn't have that awareness, and I know Bertram has said that about Mari, he just isn't aware of other danger that's around him. That is not good, especially at top level. Yeah, that is a massive miss from Havertz. That's one where, you know, they should be punishing us for that. But, you know, Arsenal get away with one.
It's almost as bad as the goal that West Brom scored, where the defence was just like in nowhere's land. Nowhere. They were nowhere.
Oh, the one, yeah. When I think his name Pereira, where he
from
scored.
Midfield. Yeah. Let me just walk the ball in. Yep. Where are the Arsenal players? Nowhere to be seen.
No one properly tries to deal with him. You see Ceballos there trying to tell people to go out and come out and defend, and where he should be the one to try to deal with them. This Arsenal side, you know what? Try to be positive.
I try to be positive, but when mistakes happen like that, these are the types of mistakes that will lose us games. And we've been caught short so many times.
Yeah.
in situations like that. It's like, come on, man, defenders, where you at? You know who you're supposed to be marking, mark. But that's to cost you this evening.
Time check, gonna have to pause. Yeah, I don't know if you're watching this P-Dub or where you are, but for me right now, I'm on 12 minutes 50. Come on now, also on the counter attack. Cross goes over. I think Arsenal get a corner. Ball goes out of play. Goal kick. 13 minutes in, some good positive signs, but still nothing towards goal right now. Arsenal having 55% of the possession to Chelsea's 45, so at least we're controlling the game. But, you know, I think we're putting ourselves at risk of getting counter-attackers, what we saw from the Havertz chance. Paulo says, Partey looks absolutely fed up at Arsenal, probably has to look at his bank account every week to drown the tears. Well, Apollo, the straight funniest thing is I saw an article, like, again, it's off Twitter, that Thomas Partey would be open to going back to Atletico Madrid because of his time at Arsenal. That's how bad it's been.
He's probably looking at the situation going, I left Atletico for this.
Yeah. I wonder why they didn't play Chambers at centre back instead of Mare. Maybe it's to give him some rest.
I would have actually liked to have seen Chambers there, actually, because he's quite bullish at times.
Yeah. And Thomas Partey has the ball there, tries to cross it, but gets absolutely nowhere, like no Arsenal player in sight. I mean, like, I don't know what's up with Partey, but his passing has just been terrible since he's come to Arsenal, especially his like long range passing.
Is that his fault? Is that the manager's fault?
I don't know. Oh my God, on goal. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. So they messed. Chelsea messed up. Arsenal up 1-0. Who was it? Who's that? Jorginho. Yes, George. Well done, Jorginho.
I've yet to get there. I've yet to get there.
Oh my God. It is just complete and utter blunder by Chelsea. So Emile Smith-Rowe with another goal. Well done. What happens?
Nice one.
All right.
Nice
Odegaard press. Smith-Rowe press. Oh, it's the Smith-Rowe press that causes a mistake. Oh, yes. Well, no. That's all Smith-Rowe there. Well done, Smith-Rowe, for the press. Oh, my God.
Because you could see the ball was like going right into the goal.
Yeah.
And then like, let me watch it again. So they've come in on the left and the ball is going right. So the goalkeeper is almost way off.
Yeah. The goalkeeper's positioning is awful.
I think it was a deflection off of their player. But that ball was almost going over the line.
To see.
Yes. It's good.
So the goalkeeper has come in and he swept it off the line.
Yep.
And Smith-Rowe's come in. Aubameyang passes it to Smith-Rowe. Yeah, it's all Smith-Rowe. It's Smith-Rowe. There was no deflection. I thought it was a deflection.
It's good that it's the pressing from Smith-Rowe that causes Jorginho to even make the mistake, and that's what you got to do. So you got to do, and you know what? Good for Smith-Rowe for getting another goal. Like I think he's had an incredible half a season. Like, you realize Smith-Rowe has played a little over half a season now, and that's his third goal, and he's got 7 assists in half a season.
That's good, and this is why you can't afford to drop him. I'm not saying burn him out, but don't. When he needs to play, you get him on there.
Yep.
Don't play him as a false 9. Just play him as your regular.
Yep, as your regular 10. Yeah.
Just
No.
play him as a number 10. That's all you need to do. Don't play him as a false 9 because he's not a false 9. Play him as a number 10 so he can slip right at the back between the front two. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And his link-up play with Saka.
Oh, brilliant!
You can tell that they've been playing together since childhood.
Yeah.
That partnership right there, that needs to be kept.
1,000% agree with you. Hey Vinci, how's it going? Welcome. No worries, don't worry about it. Was it Cool Case says Nketiah can do that pressing. P Dub says Arteta turned Party into Frimpong. Oh, that come on, man. That's going too far, P Dubs.
Listen, did you read somebody put on their on the 101 page? Is Party the poor man's Ndidi?
Oh no.
I'm like, what? I've not even commented, but I'm like, what? Come on now.
Jeez.
It's his first season in the Premier League. I'm basically treating him like Pepe. Give him time. He's yet to kind of like embed himself into the Premier League.
I hope so.
I will say about Thomas Partey is his passing stats through the lines are better than most players in our team.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
through the lines, yes.
His tackles and interceptions are also first in our team.
It's these like long range passing that he tries to do, and these shots on goal are not great. But can't believe 20 minutes in.
But I think that his passing range is absolutely amazing. It's like the way he picks a pass and it just lands at the feet of who he wants. That's amazing, and you can't take that away from him. And when he tries to score from long range, it doesn't work out. But he's just got to get used to the Premier League.
Well, I think he'll have a pre-season, so
it doesn't matter what league he's in. The goal's the same no matter where you play in the world. You say that like the Premier League goals are different dimensions to everybody else's goals. No, they're all the same size.
But don't you think maybe he needs time to kind of bed in? I know everybody talks about having a pre-season at a club. Will kind of help players. I don't know, develop faster, fit in faster with the tactics, and keep up with like the pace of it. Because sometimes he does. I wouldn't say go missing, but you want to see more, and that might come down to kind of fan expectation. But a lot of times I do feel like I want more.
I mean, the thing I would say with Thomas Partey is I think he's struggling with the physicality and speed of the Premier League. When he's looked good in the Spanish league, it's because you get a little bit more time and then it's a little bit less physical. Anybody would suffer the same. So he needs to build his engine so that he can cope with that.
Smith Rowe
shooting boots, he's gonna be a John Jensen. He's gonna score a worldie. Remember, everyone was going ballistic about John Jensen after his performance in the Euros, and then it took him 4 years to score a goal. But when he did, it was a worldie.
Well, I don't think Thomas Partey would be that bad. Like, if he doesn't score one this season, definitely next season.
It's not even about scoring. It's about getting the ball on target. He physically hasn't got the ball on target. That's how bad it is.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
He did take a forever and a day. He's from Denmark. And he took forever and a day. He was a bit like, he wasn't as, actually, I'm hoping that Willian isn't as bad, but Willian was going that way, where everybody raved about this player, and then he took forever and a day to score. Yeah. John Jensen, it was hilarious.
Well, Chelsea just tried to hit us on the counter-attack.
Yeah, I've
They
just seen it. I've just seen.
was a good defending from I think it might have been Party actually who blocked that in the box, but you could tell
Yeah, I've just.
Chelsea are
Oh,
piling on the pressure right now.
they're just hitting us on the break now. Come on, we'll close these down. Stop ball watching, man. Just get in their faces, man. Come on now.
Well, we are definitely defending as a team. We got the numbers back there that it's going to be hard for Chelsea to break us down. P Dub says his Party had a shot on goal. No, he hasn't. I thought they all hit Rosette. Most of the time they do. Kirk says got lucky with that block shot. Yes. 18 sod you lot. I'm just here to listen to Ebony's analysis.
And if you
Awesome.
want to call it analysis, oh dear. No, I mean we're actually defending quite well, and this is the problem that I have with this team. We play better against the other five teams in the big six
Yeah,
than we do the lower leagues, the lower teams. And I don't really like using that lower
no,
or
but it's
lesser
true.
teams or
Yeah,
so-called lesser teams. It's like, why is that? Is that arrogance? Is that complacency? Is that what is that all about? Because you can't every game in the Premier League is a big game. I don't care what time of year it is. Every single game is a big game. I don't care who it is. I don't care how many times you've beaten them before. Every single game. I don't care if it's West Brom, Fulham, Aston Villa. I don't care. I think it's just a complacency thing. I don't know.
yeah, it probably is, which is a shame because I mean, when you look at some of the points that we've dropped this season, Wolves home and away,
Fulham,
Burnley, Fulham, like we dropped 5 points against
Aston
Fulham.
Villa, Aston Villa, Leicester,
What?
West, Wolves.
I mean, it's just criminal. Like even if we had just looked at just Wolves and Burnley alone, would have given us 11 extra points. That 11 points right now would put Arsenal in fifth. That's
where
like
where West Ham are right now. I
yeah,
think West Ham are fifth.
yeah. West Ham are fifth. That that's what those 11 points would have done. So all you could do is hope that Arteta improves, whether it be in with new personnel, new tactics, or just generally open up his textbook and learn some new things.
How was your birthday, by the way?
I was good. What was it? I had cupcakes and enjoyed myself. The work a lot. They went easy on me.
Yeah,
I had a nice time. It was a good 34th birthday. Very chilled.
34.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah, I know. He's not calling me the baby, the young one.
Yes.
Was it Apollo? Apollo says, "Yeah, going to be tough 18. In fact, I just oh yes, Apollo. I saw that. I definitely want to do that. Dolphins at Wembley, October. I'm down for that. Cool
Well,
K, yes. Sorry, go on,
yes.
Ebony.
Now, are you going to America? Are you going to go to Wembley to watch that?
Yeah, Wembley.
Yeah.
I am 34. 30,
34.
34 and one day. God. Oh, come on. Oh, great save by Leno with a shot by Mount. Chelsea absolutely carved us open, but we've got to hit them on the counter attack. Come on. Arsenal lose it, but they do get Chelsea got the
Right.
ball back.
To Chelsea. They
Same age as your son. Oh my.
yeah, good save. Oh, come on, man. Were you losing it? Don't lose it in that area. The midfielder's looking good. I think we're winning that battle right now.
Yeah. Vincey, if that game is at Tottenham Stadium, I'm not going.
Why not?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going in the line. No.
Another great save by Leno. Yeah, but I mean, have you been to the what's it called, toilet bowl?
Shy Hart Lane? No, I haven't.
Yeah, Trite Hart Lane. Yeah.
No, I haven't. I haven't been. I haven't been.
I would go. I would go to that game just to say that I've been there. Been to Trite Hart Lane. On hold and get it out.
Young blood, big up. Thank you very much, Vincey.
Hi guys, so I'm late. Went to boot camp. Come on, you Gooners. What's up, 9B? Paul K says Ebony is going to end up buying a Leno shirt. That's a hell no. Hell no. I told you already. There are times when I do. See you go. I know you'll never check out of you. No, I will never check out. I'll never. I mean, there are times when I can't do watch-alongs, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the type of season that we have every single season, it gets to that point where it's just like, why do I bother? You know, but
I know that feeling.
Every single season, I think if we don't make Europa or any European competition this season, I think it would be a blessing in disguise in the sense that we can concentrate on the league form, the FA Cup, I guess, the League Cup, I guess, and just basically trying to get into that between, let's say, between number sixth position and well, we're not going to win it because we're not Man City, we're not Liverpool, we're not of that ilk, but you know, top four. I said on the 101 page on Facebook that I was answering Tom's question, and Tom's question was what would it take? Well, words to the effect of what would it take to keep? Well, what would Arteta have to do for him to stay? And I said top four and at least one trophy. And then I answered somebody else's question and
That's
I said,
tough.
well, top four is the absolute bare minimum. So if he doesn't win a trophy, then the bare minimum is top four. And I think, like I said, you know, if we don't make any European competition this season and it's looking likely, then I think that we need to, you know, it will be good for us to concentrate on the league.
Well, I think that's exactly what's most likely looks like it's going to happen. I think right now it's probably going to be 8th this season, 8th or 9th. But yeah,
I can't see. I mean, can we honestly see over the crossbar, Pulisic? Where are we? What was I saying?
Oh, that header, I think it's Jorginho header.
No, it's Pulisic.
Both London games are going to be at. So what? They're not hosting games at Wembley anymore. How come Arsenal don't want to go and host
We'll probably do
game?
Concerts. Probably do concerts or a boxing match.
I mean, I've heard. What was it? Arsenal got links with the 49ers. Like, why aren't we doing that? We can't let Spurs just get away with it.
It's money for them, isn't it? They've got a stadium to pay for.
Yeah, and you know what? I think they're going to struggle with that. I mean, we talk about Arsenal needing changes. I don't think Spurs fans understand like how much it takes to pay off a stadium or even get close to it.
Yes, folks, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and let your friends know and your mum know and your dad know and your pets know as well. Yeah, I do agree with Kirk. We are defending really well, but this match pressure, it's only a matter of time before they score. Need to get our passing going again and get down the other side of get down to the other end of the pitch. Yeah. We need to, I mean, we've been carved open twice in this in the first half. And I think defensively, although it's gotten a little bit better, there are times when we fall asleep.
Yeah. I mean, we're being very industrious right now. Like we're doing all the right things, but there isn't any real like, let's go and get that second. You know, and sooner or later, like what everybody's feeling is that Chelsea are just gonna just go ham and just let us have it.
And that's what we don't want, because right now we need 9 points.
Yeah,
we really do need 9 points, and we've also got to expect, not that it probably won't happen, but then we've got to expect other teams to drop points as well, because Aston Villa have got a game in hand.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I think that one is what, against Man United, the game in hand.
No, they played Man United already, and they got beaten 3-1 at Villa Road.
Let me look at Aston Villa fixtures.
They've probably got an easier run than we have. I mean, after today, we've got Crystal Palace, and then we've got Brighton.
They've got Everton, Palace, Spurs, and Chelsea. Yeah, they've got some tough ones.
They're fucked. They're finishing beneath us. They ain't winning all them games.
Nah, like Chelsea will beat them. Same thing. Well, I don't know. But as a matter of fact, Spurs will beat them because Watkins got sent off the other day for doing stupidness. Palace are one of those difficult sides, and the same thing goes with Everton. Like there's a chance that they might not win a single game for the rest of the season.
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
To be honest, Arsenal are kind of in the same boat. We got Brighton is our bogey team, similar with Palace as well.
Yeah, especially Palace, but yeah, no, especially Brighton actually.
You know, and I would have said this was a loss, but you know we're winning, so you know this is 3 points. I mean, when was the last time we did the double in the season over Chelsea? So I'm liking it.
A long time ago. This is before they got into money.
Can't be. I'd be shocked if it's that long. Oh crap, Saka! Come! Oh, great defending. Oh, who is that? Saka loses the ball at the edge of the box. Mount steals it, crosses it in, and who's that? Just throws himself. I think that's what El Nene getting in the box. Just throws his body. Oh, yeah, Saka not doing great. Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's a good job by Leno and El Nene on that.
Yeah, I've just seen it.
Stan doesn't look at our games, by the way. Whoever just made that.
Of course he doesn't.
Yeah.
Of course he doesn't. Why would he? What he cares about is money. And you know, I've been saying that, you know, for us, you know, we need a huge overhaul, a massive overhaul, and that starts from the very top. And I know people have said that, you know, Stan is not going to sell, but in order for us to have any changes that will make some form of impact, the owners have got to go. But I know that's not going to happen.
There's a great challenge by El Nene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Chelsea having a lot of control. Come on.
It's interesting we've gone back to a back three.
Yeah, we, we've got to find something to do in that midfield, like Odegaard and Smith Rowe. Those they, along with Party, they've got to get something going. Was it Greg says all this talk of Pep, but Arteta is a child of Moyes with his display. I feel that's disrespectful to Moyes though, as he's had some good seasons over the years. Uh well, the thing, right? Like I think Arteta has potential to be a good manager, and you know what? I think if the circumstances were different and Arsenal had money, similar to how Pep is, I think he probably could do a very good job, but. I think like what a lot of people are saying. I just think the Arsenal job is a bit too much for him.
I think.
Everyone, you know what you
we,
just said, right? About if he had money. The guy
Yeah,
has a wealth of talent at his disposal. I think people
yeah.
overlook how good a squad he has. He has a better squad than Emery.
I think we've
Man
got
for
some. I
man.
think
Look
we've
at
got
the
some decent
players he
players.
has at his disposal. Now, it's not anybody else's fault that six players, six quality players, are actually not at the club right now.
yeah, and
That's his fault.
no, you're absolutely right.
Agree.
You're absolutely right because he chose to. If he wanted Willock and if he wanted Saliba, those like they didn't have to go.
They didn't have to go, no, but Arteta just doesn't fancy them for whatever reason.
So that
And he's got
look,
his favourite
saying,
players.
oh, he just needs money. Well, how about using the players who have actually got talent and play them in the position that they're best at, and stop playing rubbish in places that doesn't need it. You
Yeah,
chose to
Xhaka.
let Martinez go ahead of Leno. Well, guess what? That's going to bite you on the arse now.
As a
Yeah,
matter of fact, it looks like a stupid deal now because now Leno wants to
Leno
leave.
wants to go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Bye. We just need to get a decent goalkeeper. And I think Matt Ryan, keep Matt Ryan, give
I
him a
heard your
chance.
comments. I heard your comments about Matt Ryan earlier. I'm sorry, I
Mm.
don't
You don't
understand
like
how
him?
he becomes this all of a sudden this answer to our goalkeeping problems. He's not. He was number 2 at Brighton before he came.
Mm.
How's he that good? I ain't
Okay,
saying he's
okay.
had a
Well,
bad game,
the
but
one game I've seen, I mean, I've not seen
that's
enough
not
of
good
him.
enough.
Yeah,
One
I
game
know.
does not allow you to judge a goalkeeper.
Well, we need to find a way to. Well, the thing is, we're rumored with this other guy from Ajax, or was it Onana?
Oh,
Uh,
Nana, yeah,
yeah.
that's
You
the
know what?
one.
You know what? Like we need both of them because, as far as
Yeah,
I'm concerned, we need a backup. That
yeah,
that could be Matt Ryan, and we
yeah.
need a main. So if
First,
we could get,
that's right. I agree with that. I agree with that. But for anyone saying Matt Ryan should be our first choice goalkeeper, are you mad?
well,
Well, I
Second
did
listen,
say
choice,
that we need
second
a new
choice at
goalkeeper.
Brighton cannot become first choice at Arsenal. Sorry.
I did say that we do need a new goalkeeper.
well, let's see what Matt Ryan does before we kind of say, you know what, mate, you're only good enough to be a backup.
And
But
also,
so
yeah. No, I was going to say that we do. I did say on the 101 page that we do have some decent players.
mm,
So
yeah,
I don't think we necessarily need to go out and spend so much money, but at the same time, all the 6 players that we've got out on loan, they should have been here. I can't stress that enough.
it would have saved us a lot. Saved us a
It's like
lot of
Ainsley
time.
Maitland-Niles. I know he's not everybody's favorite cup of tea, but at the end of the day, he's like the utility player that could have actually done us a favor at left back, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, what does Arteta do? Send him to West Brom and then put Xhaka at left back because and he maintains left back because he was good against Sheffield United. Are you mad? Are you dumb?
Preach.
No disrespect to Sheffield United, but they're not a very good team. So obviously Xhaka's going to look world class in left back.
just approaching half time, and Arsenal are still 1-0 up. All right, boys. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx anything, but bring it home. bring, bring it home. I'll leave it as that.
Yeah. The thing with Chelsea is that they're in a position where they can bring 4 world-class players off the bench.
Yeah.
And that's what Tuchel will do. He'll bring 4 world-class players on. They'll make an effect. I mean, I don't know if Giroud's on the bench, but if they bring Giroud back, that's bare danger because he scores against us almost every time he plays against us.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't started based on that one criteria alone.
Well, the side that Tuchel has put out is a pretty strong side. The only one that I was surprised.
Side. Who's weak in his? He's got the same riches as Man City now, because they don't have a weak player in their whole squad.
Yeah, I mean, even the young guy, was it Gilmore, that they put in? He's been said to be Chelsea's best young talent, coming through right now. Oh, come on, referee! Tierney gets blocked off. As far as I'm concerned, should have had a free kick there.
Would you just get it? Oh, for goodness sake, stop watching the ball, man.
Gabriel galloping from defense. Oh. Yeah, Tierney's not fully fit because there's a through ball that you're going to see whereby normally Tierney would have ran onto that and tried to cross it in, but Gabriel put so much pace on that, he's just like, nah, I'm done.
We've got to do better in the second half, man. We've got to do better.
Yeah, I mean, we can't keep playing like this in the second half because that Tuchel will change this. You can believe 65th, 70 minutes, he will crank things up 2-3 gears. One added minute.
It'll be very interesting to see who we bring off on the bench. That's if we do.
I mean, I know we haven't got the names that we would like to be on the bench, but this is where Arteta gets tested. Like, you cannot just do your standard 70-minute substitutes. If you see players is tired, bring them off at half time.
He's tired. I leave this team just as it is. I'm not changing anything.
Yeah,
I would, because I can see Chelsea scoring.
Who?
I can see Chelsea actually making changes and basically tearing us apart.
Yeah, but who would you take off right now?
Let's have a look. If Tierney's not 100% fit, I'd take him off.
And put who?
Well, who's on the bench?
Nobody who plays at left back.
Yeah. God.
You have to change the team. You have to bring Saka in back at left back. That changes everything up front.
Yeah, unless you bring on Chambers and then play 4 at the back, or no.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not changing nothing.
Yeah, you got keep it the same for now, and then as players get tired, deal with it. But somehow you got to find a way to rest Tierney, because I refuse to believe that he's at 100%.
He doesn't look
let's get him to the end of the season. and then he can have the rest of the summer, the next 2 months to rest and relax.
So I asked this question of Bertram last week.
Ah,
Which is the greater need? A backup left back or a starting right back?
oh, backup left back.
Really?
I'd
Yeah.
agree. I'd agree.
Not a first choice right back.
Nope.
So you'd rather someone come and sit on the bench than someone come and impact the first team straight away by commanding the right back slot.
But I don't think the right backs that we're playing are that bad.
Okay,
I
we're going to
really
lose
don't.
Bellerin. We're going to lose Bellerin. He
Yeah.
clearly has no confidence in Cedric. Yeah? And sorry,
Well,
Callum Chambers is not a first choice right back at any club. I'm sorry,
well,
even Fulham knew that.
There's gonna have to start. He's gonna have to start playing Cedric.
yeah.
He has no confidence in the kid.
Well, listen. I'm hoping that Cedric is just injured, and it's
No,
not that.
I don't believe that for 1 second. How's Cedric gonna not be played when he's a natural left back, right back? Yet you're gonna play a central midfielder.
This is the thing. The thing is, right. We signed Cedric on a long term deal. The thing is, I think this Bellerin deal was coming because why give Cedric such a long contract?
Yeah.
Like,
It's just the worst piece of business I've ever seen. I mean, we've done some bad deals at Arsenal. Kim Kallstrom, goes down in history as possibly the worst. But Cedric never played a minute in a 6-month loan, and then you give him 4 years.
yeah, like clearly the club had a plan, and I honestly believe that Bellerin probably gave him a heads up a year ago to say, listen, I'm ready to try something different, and they brought this guy, and now in another year, I think it's going to be Cedric and Chambers. I'd be shocked to see Arsenal buy another right back. I wouldn't have a problem with it, but I don't see it.
They won't buy another right back. If Arteta can't use his sense and start using Cedric, then the guy needs slapping.
Apollo, can you do a poll in the week? Which would people prefer? A backup left back or a first choice right back? Because for me, bearing in mind, Cedric is clearly not going to get chosen as the first choice right back. I want to see a first choice right back because I need to see Tierney on one side and someone dynamic on the right hand side, whipping up and down beside Saka and Pepe. And much though we need a backup left back, you know what? I'll take someone on a free.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't care who the left back is. I mean, there talks of Ryan Bertrand. Fine. I'll take a Ryan Bertrand
Only
at
for a
left
year
back.
though. Only for
Oh
a year.
yeah. No. But Ryan Bertrand, I think, is my age, 33, 34 now. He's at the end of his career basically.
Don't see Niles coming back, Apollo. I really don't. I love to see him back, but I can't see
So
it.
would I.
And
So would I.
I just
love
don't
seeing
see
him
him playing
come
at
back.
right back ever again.
Yeah. I think Niles is done at Arsenal. Not when you're coming out saying that he prefers Sam Allardyce over Arteta. I wasn't even trying to hide it.
Did he really say that? Was that pivotal?
Yeah. He talked about how was it the difference between the two managers were like day and night. He's so different. He's loving Sam Allardyce and giving him a chance in midfield.
If I was Ainsley, I'd take it back, say sorry.
Oh,
Grumble,
he goes even worse.
Grovel.
He's right there saying he's glad he went on loan because he didn't want to rot on Arsenal's bench. If that's how he looks at the bench, that I mean I agree with him, but
I agree with him as well.
But yeah, that's you can't come back.
I can see why. I can see why he said that if he did
Yeah,
say it. But where's he gonna go? I don't even want to think.
I mean,
Guys
he
in
can
the
always
chat,
stay at
tell me.
West Brom.
Guys in the chat, tell us what you think. First choice right back or second choice left back?
Yeah, it's a good
I'm
question.
interested in that.
Like if we're selling Suarez, then yeah, bring in another right back. And to be honest, like we probably shouldn't even have brought Suarez in the first place. We should have gone for someone to succeed Bellerin at some point. But,
And the thing
Victor
is, I
says,
like Suarez.
yeah, I know. Listen. I think Suarez is a decent player. But it all comes down to Arteta. Like,
It's
it
like
really does.
what does a player have to do to impress the manager? Wash his socks, wash his underwear. What? You have these players at your disposal, and you're not using them, and you wonder why we're in the position that we're in, or he does.
Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea when it comes to what it takes to get Arteta to impress him, like what he's thinking. No clue. I think one of the prerequisites is you got to be Spanish. But I'm still working on the rest. Vinci says you have to look at the bigger picture. That is at play with contracts given to what fans want as upgrades. I'd be shocked if we upgrade right back this summer. Bellerin is gone. I agree. Yeah.
I don't
Goes.
understand how you'd be shocked if we upgrade right back this summer. Because if Bellerin is
It's
gone, you've got Chambers, who's not a right back, but is doing a good job. Yeah. And you've got Cedric. So are we happy with that, people? That's what you're saying.
No. It's not even about being happy with it. It's what the club has chosen to do. And because of the contract situation, like they gave Cedric this long term. If we had just given Cedric a 1-year deal, then I could understand. But like the club clearly have been planning this for a while. Yeah.
So I've
I
just
know a lot
shouted
of the
that
rumors
out.
are right back, but yeah. For me, unless Suarez goes, that's the only time I see them going after a right back.
Okay, who we're gonna get?
I mean,
Well,
Suarez is on got a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
He's had some football, but he's clearly so far down the pecking order that I'd rather play a centre midfielder than you at any point at left back. And I'm like, really? Did he have that bad of a game at left back that you had to go, nah, you can never play there again? Can you tell me the game?
I can't listen. I thought Cedric at right back was pretty good. That you know what, like his crossing was really good. And I know left back was kind of 50-50, but like when you're having injuries like we have, like I still would have played Suarez at left back. But Arteta's looking for somebody to blame because I think one of the games he played, last game he played at left back, he caused us to get conceded. I think that was against Slavia. He was the one at fault for conceding the goal, and ever since then hasn't played him. Apollo said earlier on, was it Niles' first choice right back under Emery, and since then nobody has played there better. Then to you, Apollo then says, I couldn't care less how we play if we take 6 points from these chavs this season. How are you gonna call them chavs? And these guys are like the Europa League, Champions League final and final of an African Cup.
Red Rose.
Vin-
Just joking.
Vinci then says, Tony, fans want more that what the club are looking to bring in. Yeah, I agree, and I mean, listen, fans are right for that. Victor says Arteta is his mission to kill this team.
I mean,
I'm probably
the reason I asked the question is I honestly believe we have a greater need at right back. And I know what people are saying. Well, if I'm the manager, you are the manager of the club, and you give out instructions. I need positional players. I need a striker. Yeah, because I don't believe I believe two strikers are going to go this summer. Potentially Nketiah and Lacazette. Yeah, potentially.
uh,
Because I think then we're left with Martinelli, Aubameyang, and Balogun. So you kind of go,
oh
well, we need
well,
another striker then.
well, don't forget about John Jules. I do think that if we was to sell Lacazette, I do think that we could bring somebody in, even if it's somebody temporary or like a talented youngster who's playing regularly already.
I
I
mean,
think that would
you
happen.
just got to use your business head. Now is
Yeah,
the only time you're going to get money for Lacazette,
yeah,
because
yeah,
after this, he's worthless.
yeah.
And bearing in mind he's on what 17 goals this season now.
Yep.
This is the best time he's having his best season goals wise.
Yeah.
If he can come back and score another couple of goals, he might even get to 20, which he's never done. So
Yep.
you've got to go, well, you know what? For his age, if someone wants to pay me for a goal scorer in a weaker league, take the
Yep.
money, bite the hand off, because this is the time to reinvest.
I agree. And you know what? Like all the stories suggest that Laka is going to go. I've heard Atletico Madrid are seriously looking at him, and they have no problem with Arsenal's valuation of him. So it's really just a matter if Lacazette wants to go
Cross
or
the
not.
line,
And
yeah.
and I've heard he is open towards going. Just based on like age, nothing like personally against Arsenal. Just wants to try something new, and I get it. So I say if that happens, do it. And unfortunately for Eddie and Nketiah, for me, Eddie needs games. Like if he had a couple years left on his contract, I'd loan him out for a season and see what he does, and then kind of decide on what to do with him. But
So just on my question about first choice
sure,
left back, first choice right back or backup left back, Sporty Jordan's just sent me a message. Looks like Bellerin is definitely on sale this summer. I'm not sure what the hell is going on with Cedric, but if Arteta wants him out, not a problem. So this means we have to buy a right back. So we have a right back and a left back, but with no backup for either side.
well, if Arteta is serious about getting rid of Cedric, then you gotta buy a first choice right back. Gotta buy a first choice right back if that's the case.
Here comes Tammy. Tammy's on.
What? Tammy Abraham?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
And you got Hudson Odoi as well.
Jeez. Yeah.
Hey, bit of a blessing, man. It's not. Could be Giroud.
If you bring Giroud on the pitch, like I'm hoping he will feel that Arsenal blood that runs through his veins, and will let us score a second.
Giroud is killing us, man.
Yeah, listen. I was a massive fan of Giroud, man. I'm happy to see that he's got on in his career and he's done well. But boy, really good plan for the money that we got him for. Like absolute value for money. Hey Cannon Fodder, how's it going? Carlito says, so you guys are assuming that Arteta is not going to get the sack.
He
Well,
might
until
do.
we hear anything. You gotta assume that. Um, Victor then says Nketiah can't start. Getting the starting 11 and Leeds not good enough. Uh, well, I don't think it's because he wasn't good enough, but I think that comes down to Bielsa and the way how he likes to play. Like Nketiah is not a Bielsa type of striker. He likes a striker that's much more all rounded, and Nketiah isn't that. He's a poacher, fox in the box. You know, he's Nketiah needs to go to a team that has that type of player. Um, a Leicester. I think he would be a good option for Leeds as like a plan B. But he's got to go to a team that's designed to get the best out of him. Nketiah won't be able to slot in every single team, and I think that's his issue until he kind of develops to become more of a well-rounded player. Andrew says Arteta will try the false nine again. I hope not. And then Carlito says earlier on, Arteta is not management material. You got to call a spade a spade. I don't know if I could disagree with you because when it comes to his man management, I think it's quite poor. Okay, Arsenal start off the second half. No changes on our side. Arsenal looking a bit slow, a bit laboured, a little tired. Greg says, I don't see how a performance like this helps us build for next season. We are away from home, sure, so I'd expect the other team to have more of the ball, but we can't play with 11 men behind the ball at the edge of our box and expect to be a team in the top 4 to 6. I absolutely agree. I think I mean, listen, Arteta's playing with desperation right now, and Chelsea for me are too good just to sit back like this for the rest of the game. Like they've got to try to attack, but it all comes down to tactics. Um, Tierney's down at the moment, holding his ankle.
The funny thing, right, and is I would actually
Yeah,
say so far this is
yeah,
actually a good setup. I mean, Chelsea have had a couple of chances, but we've done pretty resilient defending, and we are 1-0 up at the moment. Now,
yeah,
tactically, if this game was to finish right now, you turn around and go, well, yeah, well done. He's done
yeah.
well.
I mean, listen, I wouldn't have a problem with that. It's just that we're now just a little over half time, 48 minutes in. I just don't think that we can keep this up for another 45 minutes because we've been playing with all men behind the ball now for what 15 minutes
45
before
minutes.
halftime.
Yeah.
Like at some point we need to make a charge. Like if we can get a second goal, then I'd be more. I know we'll get the 3 points, but we
But this
can't
is
just
this is this is a tactic against a better team. Okay, so you've
yeah
got to go. Okay, we're playing against a better team. What he's doing is basically saying, "I'm going to hold on to what I've got."
yeah. I don't have a problem with that, but just not in 49 minutes. I think it's fine for now, but he must have a tactic whereby once we get the ball, we try to hit them on the counter attack.
Yeah. I mean, I'm crossing fingers, crossing toes, just hoping that, we have one of those clean sheets which has been evasive for so long.
Yeah.
And with the number of defenders on the pitch right now,
Yeah.
You look at it, El Neni, Tierney, Gabriel, Mari, Holding. That's a lot of defenders.
Yeah.
And you kind of go, well, maybe on this occasion he might have got his strategy right. Give up possession, but take an opportunity when it rears its head. You know, look at that table. I don't know if you've just seen the table Sky put up, but if we win this game, we're 8th.
Yeah, 8th. 1 point behind Spurs. With I know Spurs have a game in hand, but they're going to continue dropping points. Oh, great movement. Arsenal on the counter attack right now. Tierney's, Aubameyang. Saka's on the left, all on his lonesome. Oh, crying out loud, Saka. I have to ask this. I don't know when you guys are going to see this, but Odegaard has the ball. Like, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, and Aubameyang are passing it between one another, hitting it on the counter attack. And instead of trying to attack on that left side, they swing it to the right side to Saka, and Saka loses the ball. Now, I don't want to put all the blame on Saka, but like, couldn't have we tried to do something on that left and go forward to goal that way?
Yeah. And you know, that's where this thing about the right back. If we had a decent right back, somebody would have been tearing down the right hand side and creating an opportunity, a gap. You know.
Yeah.
The same situation we have on the left hand side with Tierney, we can never replicate that on the right hand side. It happens so rarely, and the few occasions it did happen with, it was Cedric, which is what baffled the hell out of me.
Listen, you're talking to the wrong person. You gotta talk to Arteta. I gotta talk to him. Was it? Yep. Panic. James slips as he plays it back to Kepa and is passing balloons in the air, but thankfully the blues kind of fall to the keeper to collect. Yes, but right now Arsenal have a corner, defending a corner. I think Pulisic takes it. Gabriel heads it away. Oh, come on, wrong guy, Aubameyang. Again, Chelsea dominating possession.
Not good.
But Arsenal containing them well. You know, Smith Rowe, Gabriel.
Everybody's Gabriel is getting through a hell of a lot of work, I tell you that.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's doing very well. Was it containing their fullbacks, coming out, dealing with danger? I guess he doesn't get exposed because there are a lot more other players on the pitch kind of defending. I can't wait to see him next season with Saliba. I heard talks that Saliba is definitely going to be part of the first team setup next season.
It will be criminal if he isn't.
So it should be. Exactly.
I need support. Come on, support Tierney on that left. Oh, even Aubameyang is getting back and defending. Oh, great play
for the
by
first
Arsenal.
time ever.
Yeah, he's
this season.
So just looking at some of the stats in the game, the player with the most tackles is Thomas Partey.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been good defensively. That's a position that we need to get a backup for. That needs to be a priority. It's a backup for him.
Okay, also 3 interceptions. Yeah, 2 more than the next Arsenal player. So you see the stats that make up why he's an asset.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think anybody's disputing that. I just think that everybody probably wanted to see goals as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everyone
Yeah,
wants to see the goals, but he ain't that kind of player. Yes, he did score some goals at Atletico,
yeah,
but what we weren't seeing is how many he ballooned up for Atletico before he scored them goals.
yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because he was there
Exactly.
quite a while, and you've got to think, well, you know, how many times do you make, you know, that goal? You don't get it. You don't get it regularly.
Yeah. No, I agree.
We can't get the ball out of our half.
Yeah, like Chelsea are now coming from all angles now. James is getting crossed in, but Leno deals with it very well. Um,
I honestly think right now Arteta has to do something to make this game change so that
yeah.
we're not on the back foot as much as we are currently because we can't get out of our own half.
What have we got on the bench? Like, we need something. Like,
Mm.
what we got on the bench? We got Pepe. Oh, we got Martinelli. Like, you put on Martinelli, you get some energy
Pepe,
in that.
Pepe would be good to bring on.
Yeah.
Pepe would be good to bring on now.
See, the
Wouldn't
thing
mind
is, I
Pepe.
think I think you know I think Smith Rowe's having a good game, so
Yeah,
it would be a shame to see him come off. There we
I
go.
mean,
Look, we're losing it again in our own half.
the only reason why you would even take Smith Rowe off is if his energy start falling and he's tired. And
Yeah.
oh, who was that?
Thomas Partey
Jesus
up to 4 interceptions
Christ!
now.
Fuck's sake, man! No, you know what? It's time to bring Tierney off, man. Like Tierney's on the ground. And this time he grabs his knee. Well, Suarez is on the bench now. Bring him on at left back. Time to use some common sense.
That don't look good. That doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, it looks like he probably got a stud in between that gap and his knee. No, Arteta, it's time to like make some educated substitutes now. You can't be having a guy
He's
who
fucked.
just
He's fucked.
just come back from a knee injury, gets
Ah,
fouled in his knee, and you keep him on the bench. I mean, you keep
he's
him on the
fucked.
pitch.
He's fucked.
And the thing is, Hudson-Odoi doesn't get a yellow card.
Jesus Christ! I mean, they're right here showing a picture of Bellerin. Like, for crying out loud, I'd take Bellerin at left back at the moment.
Seriously?
Well, he's back up
Yeah.
now, but he's back up. But if he was injured, like
You
spare
take him
that.
off even if he isn't injured. It's just time to wrap that bloke up in cotton wool.
Yeah.
But Bellerin at left back,
Give him
really?
someone off.
Well,
What
besides,
But he's up
listen,
and running again.
yeah, he's up and running again. But besides Suarez, like who else?
It's got to be Suarez. I mean, Bellerin was, I don't want to see players who don't want to play for the club anymore playing for the club. Do you see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. No, I get that. I
If
get
you
it.
don't want to play for the club, I'm not playing you again. I'm done with you. Go take a holiday early,
Hmm.
and we'll sort out your paperwork in your absence. Good press. I think you're right, though, Neomis. I think Martinelli could make a difference here.
Yeah, it's just what's it? His legs, the energy,
Yeah,
like to cause them problems.
because right now they're just nothing up top to relinquished the pressure off the defence.
Yeah. And now they're planning on giving us more pressure.
We know how Martinelli likes a goal against Chelsea.
Shit.
Goal.
Yeah, we've conceded.
Giroud.
Nah, Pulisic. It was one of those deep looping crosses.
I'm about to see it.
Yeah. Whoa, hold on. Is it offside? Oh, he's offside. He's got to be offside, isn't it?
I don't think so. Oh, it's offside. Is it? Is it going to VAR?
It's going to VAR. It's still 1-0 to the Arsenal. Good old Arsenal is going to save the day.
Offside.
I can't believe it. Arsenal.
You didn't even need VAR to see that.
Yeah.
How are you going to need VAR to see that? The man was about 5 yards offside.
Yeah, his whole body was offside.
It wasn't even close. It wasn't even them stupid fingernail offsides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Well, Giroud is getting ready to come on the pitch. And you know he's gonna.
Then come on.
You know he's gonna. Well, listen, I'm hoping Giroud will score an own goal. You know, for Arsenal. Like that. Yeah, you know, just give us something. We gave you some good years. You got first trophies with Arsenal. Yeah, Bellerin is coming on, but I don't know who for.
Probably Tierney.
Yeah, and then what?
There
and
is
then
no
put
right
Saka
back at the moment. So who's he going to replace at right back? There is no right back.
Well, Soros is on the bench.
My point exactly.
This is an old station, Metropolitan train. The next station is Northwood.
Just to let you know, in about 20 minutes, I'll be cutting off.
Okay. No worries. Figure when you go underground.
And then what I'll do is when I get home, I'll join. Yeah. Then what I'll do is I'll join in a conversation when I get home, which should be before 10:30.
All right.
So I got a comment back from another one of my Gooner friends. Says first choice right back. Saka can always be used as a backup left back. My point exactly.
No, I'm not putting Saka needs to be on the pitch.
But if we need it,
but Saka is good at left back. He's proven.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. Yeah, no, that could be a way. That could be a way.
Okay, Bellerin's coming
is he gonna change formation then, or like I'm gonna see how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, great! Hudson-Odoi messes it up. Well done, mate.
What really annoys me is the fact that Arteta is now making these substitutions early.
Yeah, where was this? Where is all of this early substitutions been all season? Here comes Bellerin at 65 minutes now. Oh, Saka's coming off. Oh, well done. Managing your players. Whoa, well done. He must be reading the FA guide to coaching again.
No, he's basically listening to. He's actually got a spy on the 101 page.
Jesus Christ. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Giroud comes on for Havertz with 25 minutes to go. So hopefully he scores an own goal.
He's not going to score an own goal. What's going to happen is Chelsea are going to get a free kick and he'll be on the end of it.
Oh, God, that would be awful.
Neomis,
Yes.
did you read the story about what Ajax did with their Dutch cup?
No.
Listen to this.
What?
Ajax melted the Dutch cup, yeah, and turned it into 42,000 stars and gave them to their fans.
Nice.
Wow.
That is a football club.
What a club.
What a club. That's not even to
I'm
mention the
impressed.
Bob Marley kit for next season, because that's a
Oh, I'm
mad
buying
thing.
one of them. Yeah, was
I'm
it? Was
buying
it?
it. And,
Yes. That looks so nice. So nice. The black kit.
Who's got black kit?
The Ajax kit.
Ajax.
The Bob Marley kit next season is
Did it?
black with was it reds? I
Red,
think
white,
red,
red,
green.
gold, and
Red,
green.
green, and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red, gold, and green. Yeah.
And it's got 3 little birds on the back.
Yeah.
Because that's their song.
Every little thing is gonna be all right.
They sing it at every home game.
Brilliant. Well, you can believe Pepper's watching this, looking for ways to beat Thomas Tuchel because he is looking stressed right now.
Who, Pep?
No,
Thomas
Thomas.
Tuchel.
Yeah,
Tuchel.
he's not knowing what to do right now.
It's early days still. Only 60, 68 minutes in it. So we've still got plenty of time. 20 minutes. But yeah, I read that story about the cup, man. That was just like,
That is nice.
how good is that?
It's stuff like that you want from your club, man. Where put the
Exactly.
fans first. Like,
I wish Arsenal would do something like that.
Yep.
Nah. Not
Instead
from
of
those owners.
take all the time.
Yeah, not from those owners.
Of course not. I want Tierney make this throwing count.
Oh, that's it. Win the ball back. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, that's it. Giroud with the shot. And the shot goes way wide.
Stop teasing us.
No, bro. Listen, Giroud looks better in red. Like, he looks awful in blue. What was Nene doing? Oh, with
What
that
kind of
shot.
kick was that, Giroud?
That was the, hey, Arsenal, I still
That
love
was a
you.
terrible shot.
That was the, no, that was the, hey, Arsenal, I still love you. That was like great. We love you too, Giroud.
Oh,
got
what
creamy
were you
skin.
doing? But I mean, you talk about that Giroud shot, but the errors that came just before it were
Yeah, El Nene.
atrocious. El
Yeah.
Nene, what was you doing?
It was like he didn't know what to do and then lost the ball. It was like
in the worst place. Like you can't teach that kind of bullshit. I love El Nene, but that is beyond. You know, you don't make errors like that in that location of the pitch.
Yeah.
Outside
No, you're
the
right.
box. Okay, what's happening now? So Chelsea got a player down.
Yeah, I mean, Gabriel was looking at the ball, and
Really?
when he went to go and try to attempt, Pulisic went over him. I mean, Gabriel is just a tank, and like
He is.
it's
Yeah. He ran into
Pulisic.
the immovable object.
Get up, Pulisic.
Yeah, that's all that it was.
Get up. I'll walk off the pain.
I'll tell you what, though. Pulisic runs into Gabriel's bad leg. Because I don't know if you've seen the strapping on Gabriel's right leg.
Yeah.
I was worried about Gabriel because literally he tumbled into Gabriel's knee and ends up worse off. So that just goes to show you how much of a tank Gabriel really is.
Yeah.
That's his bad leg.
How tall is Gabriel? What, 6 or plus?
Yeah. What, 6'3"? Him, Mavropanos, and Saliba. They're the giants of the team. They're 6'3", 6'4".
Tell you what, Party is playing well.
Over the bar, well over the bar.
Yeah, I mean, but and the thing is, like, he's got Nene for support, so it's not all him.
That's a great chance, and that was a great move.
That was
because we had put together a great set of passing moves.
Yeah,
and the cross, I feel sorry for Tierney because he's put that on a plate for someone to hit the target. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
and Pepe was on, man. That's the back of the net.
Well, that's what should be happening now. Odegaard should be coming off because, again, we've been talking for ages. When was the last time we've mentioned Odegaard?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's been pretty quiet,
actually. About to say that. I was literally about to say that. Odegaard is not in this game.
It's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, like you bring on Pepe with like his physical attributes alone, get him out there on that right, cutting in with Chelsea playing with wing backs. It's over. He'll curl one in the same way how we scored in the last game. Chelsea dominating the game. 13 attempts from Chelsea. But they've been wasteful. Arsenal have 4 attempts, 2 on target, 1 goal.
37. Wow. 27% possession in this half. Wow.
Yeah, it's been poor. But we're defending stoutly. We are defending well.
Yeah.
We need to stop defending, man.
Look how many times we've been the team that's been that other side of that coin.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, there are things that we can do. Like, I mean, even if you don't bring on Pepe, like for me, like take off Odegaard. Like, Odegaard's not doing any. Bring on Martinelli, man. Like, we need some energy. We need to give Chelsea a reason to sit back and watch out for us.
We've got 2 more subs to make, and I want to see Pepe on, and I want to see Martinelli on.
Those 2 right now would make a difference.
I believe you're right there. I absolutely believe you're right.
Even if they don't score, just having them on the pitch, like,
the
defenders would be like, okay, like, why is he bringing these 2 on? We got to watch out for them. Oh, someone has to make the run. Oh, well done, Smith Rowe. Oh, that's it, Smith Rowe. Get in the box, mate. Oh, loses the ball. Yeah, he should have gone down there. Come on, someone has to make the run. There you go, Smith Rowe again.
Come on.
That's it. Come on, El Nene with the run now. That's what we need. We need more midfield runners running from midfield to go and try and score. Yeah, I mean, we've got too many tired legs. Smith Rowe looks shattered. Tierney looks shattered.
Shit.
Oh, if you look at the replays, Smith Rowe takes it right through Thiago Silva's legs with that little dribble there. Oh, we've got some player on our hands. Oh, we've got a player in Smith Rowe. Wow.
Anyhow, we need to get Smith Rowe on a long-term contract.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I have to go down there and make it happen. I will.
Huge priority this summer. Huge. Him and Saka both need new deals this summer.
Station is Carroll on the Hill. Change for Metropolitan Line services to National Rail services.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Nine. We could park the bus.
I mean, we're at the stage now where parking the bus would make sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but we need another goal. We need another goal.
I didn't think Arsenal would be able to do it from half time. I said we need to do something more, but Arteta is.
We're letting them out too quickly. From the shot at the edge of the area, we didn't make our first tackle till they got to halfway. We're sitting too deep. So I would definitely take off Aubameyang right now. I need someone to press their back four. Because they're coming out way too easy.
Is he bringing on Martinelli? Has Arteta finally learned sense? Oh my God. Chelsea are coming out now. Ziyech is coming on.
Arteta's got to be.
We need to bring on Martinelli. What are you doing?
Arteta, what are you doing? These are these type of decisions where you're not doing anything is why people criticize you. Aspilicueta comes off, and now they're bringing. Okay, he's bringing on Laka. Yeah, but where's the energy?
And we need energy. Is exactly why it gets this. It gets.
Oh.
Laka's great, but we need energy.
This is why he frustrates me. This is why Arteta frustrates me. So what, you're going to wait until 80 to bring on a substitute?
God. Oh.
Like it's that.
That wouldn't have been the one I would have brought on, but I get...
I'd have brought on Martinelli because Martinelli scared. Look what happened the last time Martinelli played Chelsea. What happened?
Aubameyang just looks frustrated. But listen, you did a good team job today, Aubameyang. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you got to take that into consideration as well.
I don't mind taking off Aubameyang because, he's been ineffective because of the way how Chelsea have played. But I'd have brought on Martinelli just for his energy, keep up with the press, to give Chelsea a problem to start thinking about. Because now Chelsea, their centre backs, they don't have no problems.
Aubameyang looks like a player who doesn't want to be at the club anymore.
Of course.
See you later.
Listen, I heard, was it yesterday, Thomas Tuchel was talking highly about him. I was like, boy, Thomas, if you want him, come and get him.
Come and get him.
We'll sell him for 30 mil. You could take his wages.
Take that.
I don't want to see him at Chelsea. I never, ever want to see him at Chelsea.
Listen, we've got unfortunately we've got a good history with selling strikers to Chelsea.
Yeah, selling our best players and getting their retirees. No thanks.
Yeah, that's one thing we need to do. We need to start poaching some of their talented youngsters, and they've got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And what's this about Asparaqueta coming over to us?
What? To do
Yeah, that was
what?
a rumor.
That's a rumor.
This week.
That's a rumor. That's a rumor. Yeah.
Yeah, you said
No.
you side the way I side when we saw that rumor.
Jesus
Absolutely,
Christ.
under no circumstances
No,
should that guy be near our team.
no, we can't be a Chelsea retirement home.
Yeah.
Like
I put
I've heard
hell no. I put hell no. How old is Asparaqueta? How old is it?
30, 33, 34?
33 or something like that.
Nah. Forget it. You stay where you are.
Hell to the no.
That's why I said hell no.
Yeah. Okay, guys, there's only 10 minutes left. Let's start crossing everything, boys.
Yeah, it's looking good. Arteta, I would like to see you use all of your substitutes, like go for broke.
Yeah.
How is Odegaard still on the pitch? Jesus,
He should have been off about 15, 20 minutes ago.
crying out loud! Like,
Because he has made absolutely no impact for the whole game. He's no impact. Bye, Fabrice. He's made no impact.
oh, you know what? Great touch by their Bellerin to intercept that Hudson-Odoi potential header.
Tid. Aubameyang look proper vexing.
Oh Lord, did Bellerin pull something?
No.
No, Bellerin, you can't get injured. We're trying to sell you. Like you can't be getting injured, mate. No, bro. No. You know. Oh God, he's overstretched it. What the hell did Cedric do? What? So hold on, right? Bellerin gets injured now. Now he's bringing on Chambers. What? Oh, it's not even.
You know
That's not
what?
even a
This
like
is
for
why
like
he
one.
frustrates me. That's why he frustrates me, and that's why I'm teaching on him getting out. You can't be. Oh, I can't. My head hurts.
I
My
don't know
head
why you
hurts.
lot are getting vexed. I done told you already. Cedric is not favoured. The man can do nothing to get a place on the first team.
I know, but still.
He'd rather play a central midfielder than a proper wing back at left back. That tells you all you needed to know. I don't know why you're upset.
Jesus Christ.
He might as well go. He might as well go back to Portugal, take a summer off, and just wait to hear what clubs dealt with him, because he ain't getting a look in.
God, come on. I mean, some of the comments here in the chat are just ridiculous. Cedric was caught with Arteta's sister. That's why he's not
I like the
getting
one.
played.
That's exactly the one I was reading from Andrew Roach.
Yes.
So Victor says no, Arteta's boyfriend.
Jesus Christ. These are awful. Oh, wow. Our possession is 28% in the second half.
No?
but we
Yeah, no, I just that's got the bloody keys.
Five minutes to go. Arsenal up 1-0. This is
Come on, Arsenal. You know, we just need to take this up. We just need to. But did you see the second half stats?
yeah.
Yeah. Arsenal are the only team to have had a shot on target.
Yeah, like even though we've had less possession, we've been good with it. Oh God, we're getting hit on the counter attack. Oh no. Woo! Did well. Pulisic fluffed his lines, and Leno catches it. Oh well, Bellerin's down again.
Bellerin, come off. 1-0 and 2 shots on target.
I am not ashamed for Arsenal to win this 1-0.
Bellerin has no pace in it anymore.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's lost that ever since that cruciate.
Chambers has come racing on to
87 minutes in, and I just can't believe we're winning. Come on, Arsenal. Chambers coming on. I mean,
that's a rarity. Substitute getting substituted.
3 minutes plus stoppage time.
oh yes. All right, Arsenal on the counter attack. Tierney's got the ball, crosses it to Odegaard.
Oh no.
Nearly caught in possession by Giroud. Forward by Pablo Mari. Slightly risky header by Reece James. Lacazette was lurking.
See that bringing on Bellerin was a big mistake.
Yeah, I don't. We can go around and round about this.
His time's done. His time is done.
Stop him from getting in the box. Come on, Tierney. Get back. Come on now. Come on, guys. Press just a little bit more. 5 more minutes at most. Oh, great block by Tierney.
I'm a little bit
we've
behind
lost many games. We've had lots of possession.
At the front.
Now he says we've lost so many games. We've lost many games, so we've had today's answer. And it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I know everyone sees this as a nothing game, but listen, like a win is a win. Take it. It's all part of the healing process. Come on now. Come on, guys. Close them down.
Oh, not bad.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Giroud, he did it again. 12th man on the pitch. Giroud missed another one. He hits the post.
Stop it, Nyomis. You're giving us a bloody heart attack here, bro.
Well, listen, Chelsea almost scored. Naomi,
Okay,
I mean,
bro.
Jesus
Bro,
Christ, Giroud.
bro.
That's got to be a foul on Tierney, surely.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
now there's been a lot of.
Right, guys, I'm going to log off now, and I'll get back to you when I get home.
All right.
See you later, Ebs.
See you later, Benny.
Right. I'll see you in about half an hour.
Okay.
Zuma playing as a striker now. He was the first one to be frustrated by the crossbar. Yeah. He makes something out of that.
That's actually a good header. Good save by Leno for that Azuma chance. And then Giroud did us a favour and hit the post.
Yeah.
Great attempt by Giroud.
Another Zuma goal back from the fingertips of Leno. There. Giroud's great in those tight situations, managing to get something goalwards, but not quite good enough.
We are 91 and a half minutes in. Got 4.5 to go. Oh, just go into the corner flag, boys.
You know the Zuma effort that hits the bar. I don't know about
Yeah.
you, but I kind of look at it and think Leno's got to get a better hand to that. He gets something to it, which is better than nothing. But
Yeah, you know what I think it is. I think he jumps too early, and then he only gets like a fingertips on it. But at least he got to it because that looked like
yeah,
that was going in. One of them looping headers. Neomis really needs this win. He's had a tough week. Yeah, listen, I need as many Arsenal wins as possible because I've struggled to see any type of positive play, positive decisions from Arsenal. So I'll take it. I'll take this win. I don't agree
I'll
with
tell you
some of the.
what, right?
Uh-huh.
El Neni has got some energy, man. El
Yeah,
Neni
it doesn't
is just
stop.
literally 1,000 miles an hour for 90 minutes.
And you know what, right? It's because of him why Thomas Partey is still being as effective because it means
Yeah.
that it's not everything is on Partey. He's supplementing everything Partey does.
Yeah. His energy levels are ridiculous.
Giroud helping us again. Well done. Missing that one. Counter attack. Come on now. Come on now. Feed him in. Can we go Thomas Partey? Oh, what are you doing? Go for goal, mate. Penalty. Oh, crying out loud. Oh. Thomas Partey gets a yellow card for simulation. Trying to dive to go for a bloody penalty. Oh, he's got to do a better job on his diving. Got to do a better job on that. It's ridiculous. Oh, he trips. I mean, it is contact, but oh, God. Should have gone for the shot. We have got a minute and a half left. Oh, crap.
But the thing was, Thomas Partey didn't ask for a penalty. He fell over and he didn't go penalty, right? He just fell over.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was the guy making that run.
I mean, listen, that tells you. But see, that's exactly what I mean. Where you used to mention about El
He
Nene.
did. Sorry.
Uh, uh, El Nene's been working so hard that Thomas Partey has enough energy to bomb down the pitch to go for a goal. Oh, it's great. You know that's the balance right there.
Come on, boys. One more minute. Tell me when it's over, Neomis, because I can't take the agony.
Oh, we got 1 minute. Oh, great block by the Sentinel Gabriel.
Come on, boys. 1 minute, man.
Hold on.
How's this
Hold
game not
on.
over?
We got 30 seconds.
I can't take this. Blow the fucking whistle.
Oh, crap. Okay.
How's this game not over, Neomis?
Chelsea have got a corner.
Bro.
Chelsea have got a corner. Tuchel is sitting down, like you could tell he's so annoyed
What
right
the
now.
hell? How's the game not over? Bro, they must be on 98 minutes. Bro, I'm in the 96th minute.
Yeah.
With
We're 4 seconds. No. Yes. It's not over yet. But Gabriel clears it. Jorginho messes it up again and puts it out for an Arsenal goal kick. Oh, it's brilliant. Well done, Gabriel. Oh, well done. Boy, Jorginho, you must be kicking yourself today. You help us get a goal, and he could have gone for a tap in there, Jorginho. This is great. Take your time, Leno, because as soon as this gets kicked, it should be over.
How's the game still going on?
Leno's taking the piss right now.
Not the best way to prepare for an FA Cup final.
Yeah, Tuchel looks pissed off with them.
It is the last kick.
Yes!
Oh, fantastic.
Woo!
Unbelievable.
Smith Rowe on the floor, tired. They've played incredibly well. Oh, El Nene, Smith Rowe, Partey, Gabriel, incredible performance. Leno, well done, like brilliant, like stand out, great effort, just brilliant consistency.
Whew.
Brilliant. Nah, well done.
I gotta take my hat off. The manager gets a full house today.
I don't know if we give him a 10, but
I'll give him a 10, bro. That's a full house. Because he made amazing changes.
He could have made better ones, though.
No, but the thing is, when I say he made amazing changes, I'm talking about the starting lineup.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because he had to get that right in the first place. And I think he did. He reverted to a 3. He picked the right personnel. You know, I'm not going to complain. As I said it like just at half time, I'm not complaining about the team he picked.
No, I agree. Before we go on anything else, they're showing a picture of Aubameyang talking to all the Chelsea players, swapping shirts, talking to Pulisic. Willian is also in there as well, talking to Thiago Silva. Hey, I'm saying it right now. Aubameyang's going to Chelsea. Man City are going to win the final, and Tuchel's going to be like, screw this, I want a new striker, I want Aubameyang. That's how it's going to happen. He's got his Chelsea shirt. Giroud's hugging Aubameyang. He said,
dude, I'll take that. I would take that all day.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing I've always said about Arsenal. Yeah? Arsenal, when we release a diamond in the rough, or even a diamond in the diamond, yeah, we should get 2 back. Yeah. And I'll give you the classic example. When we sent Cesc Fabregas to Barcelona, we should have got Thiago Alcantara as part of that deal.
Yeah, and
we should have got Money and Alcantara together, both.
Yeah.
and that's happened too many times. You know,
I agree.
you give a team a gem, but what you do is you say, okay, you're getting this gem. I want him and him. It's like draft stock. When you look at like what happens in the NFL, you know, you say, right, okay, you know what? You want Russell Wilson? We want 4 first-round picks.
No, you got a point there.
You got to give something up.
Wow. Arsenal beat Chelsea. Home and away this season. Well done. Well done, boys. I know it's a bit of an accident by Jorginho, but you know what? They did a fantastic job keeping Chelsea out. Giroud, 12th man on the pitch, once again playing the Arsenal way. I think that's a good performance, but some standout performances by certain players, just consistent all game, never stopped. El Nene, Smith Rowe, Gabriel, Thomas Partey, just brilliant. No, really good. See, some comments there. Cool K says we looked solid defensively. We would have lost the game last season. Agree. This is why I would give Arteta time with better players. I disagree with you, but you know what? That is your opinion. Victor, Tony, that's Wenger's philosophy, and that's what got us in this mess. Selling Van Persie, Alexis. Is that supposed to be Jorginho? No, Jorginho had to go, and Arshavin, and he probably had to go as well. But I do agree with the first two. Then 18 says El Nene and Smith Rowe man of the match for me.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with you there. They were the real heartbeat, and to be honest,
they were
that's part of
everywhere.
the
They
spine of the
covered
team.
every blade of grass.
That's part of the spine of the team. Like,
yeah.
But
and
see,
it's weird. It's weird, but I liked Partey and El Neni today. I did like that today.
El Neni makes Partey's job easier because how is it in the 90th minute? I've never seen Partey late on in game bomb forward like how he is because El Neni made him it made it easier for him.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, that's the real trick is Arteta going to learn from this game after game and realize that is how you have to play Thomas Partey in midfield with someone that has legs and has the energy. Andrew says, I cannot understand why El Nene doesn't not start regularly. Agree. I know technically he isn't that great, but he's a workhorse in that midfield, and we don't have many of those.
I mean, you know, we mustn't go overboard. El Neni isn't the answer because as much as we like that his energy levels, his passing forward creatively, he does nothing for us as a person who plays in a midfield. He does nothing going forward, and he scores that odd, you know, strike from Blue Mountain. Where you go, bloody hell, where was that? But you know, he's not he's not the answer.
You know what? Yes,
he's a good piece. I wouldn't sell him, but I just don't think he's the answer. I think you need a more creative, but also similarly aggressive player to Thomas Partey.
I'd agree with that because Apollo made a post like a few hours ago, and that was one of the things that I was alluding to in my response is that if you're going to play someone with Thomas Partey, that's the role that you need 3 options based on the type of tactics and teams that we're playing up against. One is like that El Nene type of player who's got lots of energy, just constant work rate, someone who's a goal scoring midfielder and someone who's a creative midfielder as well. And you alternate that position depending on who you're going up against. And El Nene could just be one of those options. I mean, he's got 1 year left on his deal, so, you know, at most he's only going to be here for another season. But Like
In answer to Fabrice Nazon, your question about the UK media, none of us listen to the UK media. We are the media. We are the chat. We are the watch along chat. We don't listen to nobody else. It's all about us. Real fans talking about real situations.
Yep, that's how it is. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
As
Anytime you got that chat going on, just turn it off. Watch the game, but come listen to us.
yeah. Was it Victor says I'm as stubborn as Arteta. He's not gonna learn. I don't know what you're referring to. Like, what am I gonna learn? What is it that you disagree with me about? Was it that
Yeah.
Apollo says Arteta knows it's just that you're not getting any support from Xhaka and Ceballos. Agree. When we beat Man United, we outplayed them in midfield with Partey and Elneny. Best thing, Elneny doesn't make mistakes. Uh, Andrew then says, Tony, remember Vieira played with Gilberto Silva? Yes,
Great.
1,000% agree.
And don't forget, before that, he played with Emmanuel Petit.
Yeah,
Unbelievable player. Gets really underrated in our years of greatness. Emmanuel Petit was one of the best. And that France '98 team, don't forget who scored in the World Cup final?
yeah.
Emmanuel Petit.
That's there's so many good times.
That's when Arsenal won the World Cup, yeah?
All right. See you later, P Dubs.
Take care, P.
Was it Andrew says players who do not make any or many mistakes are worth their weight in gold. Completely agree. Cool case. Some of you literally do anything to be against the team and manager, and I'm assuming that's effing embarrassing. We stopped the second most informed team in Europe from having any real chances. Agree. I don't know if that's to other people, but for me, I'm loving the performance. You gotta give the players the credit. I know Smith Rowe and Elneny definitely the best ones. Like Smith Rowe's right here talking to Sky Sports. Again, second goal. Like
Can we have a listen in? Do you want to listen in?
Let me try to turn this up as much as possible.
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
High press, so I feel like we done well to make a mistake, and obviously Alba set me up, which is
I just wonder if it was a nervy few seconds for you as the ball bobbled towards the post, because you maybe didn't catch it the sweetest.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But this happens sometimes, I'm just happy that I went in, but yeah, like you said, it was a lucky finish.
Your second Premier League goal on the back of the one at the weekend, what does it mean?
It means so much, and I just got to a fantastic club. I just want to keep pushing on now, and yeah.
I've got a little memory of doing an interview with you where you said that Chelsea might have rejected you as a kid. Does that make it a bit sweeter? Is that right? I got that right?
Yeah, you got that right, but obviously, that's the past. I'm obviously focused on Arsenal now, and Arsenal my club, so yeah.
How much of the fire is burning after that second half?
I'm so tired, but I feel like the team, we played well today, we looked tired at times, and we had to dig deep, and yeah, we're happy with the 3 points today.
What do you think you showed as a group? I think the entire effort you put in.
I think it showed our character, how much fight we got in us.
Maybe answer 1 or 2 questions?
Yeah, definitely at times. I feel like we defended really well in patches and stuff, and I feel like after the tough season, I feel like it was a good performance from us today.
Do you think the future is for him? Do you think with this young group of players you have, yourself, Bukayo, others, with this manager, do you feel like you're not so far away from the top table of English football as it might look?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we're working really hard in training, and I feel like we showed this season how good we can be. And yeah, like you said, we're just going to keep pushing forward, and I feel like with this team we can do big things.
Matt on the other field as well, isn't it?
I can't remember, to be fair, but if it was, I'll take it. But yeah, I'm really happy with the results today.
Well done.
Okay.
So Arsenal 1-0 winner. They had 5 attempts on goal compared to 19 for Chelsea. 2 of them.
Okay, so yeah, we just heard from Emil Smith-Rowe, and I'm going to say this, boys. I think we've just seen the growth of a young man from a boy to a man.
Yeah.
The performance today, I cannot fault him. And sometimes he runs out of legs, but today, the kid was unbelievable. He was everywhere, putting in tackles, creating at the other end, driving us out of the box.
Yep.
You know, interplay. I just feel that was one of his best games.
Yeah. Listen, normally he kind of breaks down about 60, 70 minutes in, and things
Yeah,
naturally start to slow down. Not his fault. It's just general physical stuff. But for 90
yeah,
minutes, he was absolutely brilliant. And I watched him play today, and I'm like, when people talk about Jack Grealish and all of these young, talented English players, I feel right now like Smith Rowe is going to develop into a top player over the next
yeah,
couple of years. Like, I'm 100% convinced by that. Just such a good player.
yeah. I literally I've seen like a boy turn into a man today. I feel like he's just put on his man boots and finally, you know, showed us a performance that goes, you know what, I can take this game by the horn and be, you know, the best player on the pitch.
This-
And he's playing against world class players. You know, it's not like he's playing against a pub team. He's playing against world class players. You know, considering that 2 seasons ago he's playing at Huddersfield.
yeah, like it just shows you that you just never know with a lot of these young players, and until you really give them a chance.
Wow, 3 league wins in a row for Arteta. Didn't think we'd see that for for a little while, did we?
Has he not had that? Has he not had that 3 league wins in a row?
Yeah, he's had it before, but it's been a long time, right?
Yeah, that's true. That is very
It's been a
true.
long time. The media's done. The media's done that to you. You should always be proud to be an Arsenal fan. G, going to G from Apollo. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Apollo, gonna get your ratings up.
yeah. Like I've got many positive things to say about these players today. Just
Yeah.
really good performance.
I'm just on who scored to see my end of game stats. And yeah, Thomas Partey's everywhere, man. He's like most interceptions, most clearances, most tackles. He's everywhere.
Now it's going to be interesting who's going to make it into the top four. I know, like, besides like Arsenal, but that puts West Ham in a great position.
So yeah, 16 shots to 5 they had, but ended up 5 shots on target against 2.
So Cantor, I know we got the win, but I think you need to calm down. Arteta is not a genius. Take the win. Enjoy it. Enjoy the win, because you never know when the next win is gonna come. Like, please do enjoy it. But let's not go that far. Was it Victor says, if the past few weeks are the rock bottom, then a performance and a result like today is the beginning of a rebuilding. And you know what? I 100% agree with that. This is that's what you want. It's been a bad season, and you just want to think like Arsenal could rebuild. And for me, it's really up to Arteta to kind of show us how that rebuild might look. Let's see more of the young players. Let's see what they can do. And then Bertram says to me, you really love today's performance. We are now valuing. Oh, Bertram, come on, man. Like,
What?
what is wrong with you? Like
Celebrate the
I saw
good,
you said.
man.
I saw you said a comment about was it calling him, was it Mikel Allardyce? Well, you know what? Sam Allardyce has shown this that he could be a better manager. By the way how he's will work Miss Smith, Maitland Niles. But it's a good performance. Let's take the win. Let's enjoy the win.
Smith Rowe's goal comes off his left foot. He kicks it with his left. No, kicks it with his left foot and hits his right foot.
Let's see. Yeah, like hits the tip of it of his left foot and then hits his right foot. But listen, I'll take it. I don't like to watch paint dry. Listen, I know it was a defensive performance, but like seeing the way. Listen, it's better than watching Arteta play a false nine. And it's a win. Like I'm not gonna frown upon the win. I know it didn't look great, but there's some good signs. Well, I think that's sentiment saying that he agrees with Bertram, so I must be wrong. I could be wrong. Apollo says great defense.
There's no mediocrity on that pitch that we've praised. You know, all the players that Bertram you would consider to be mediocre, where are they today? Because I'm trying to think, who was the mediocre player today?
No,
can you think of any? I can't.
No, listen, I think probably the only players I would think are mediocre and looking at Apollo's ratings, I kind of probably have to agree would been like Odegaard. Like I don't know how many times I mentioned Odegaard. I honestly, out 90 minutes, maybe 10 times, and most of those were at the beginning when talking about the lineup.
I agree.
It's not like he did anything wrong. He just wasn't there, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you know, look, I know Bertram doesn't rate Mari greatly, but he kept a clean sheet, bro. So if your mediocre defender keeps a clean sheet against one of the most potent teams in Europe, the Champions League finalists, then you got to be like, well, hang on, good job for today. But everybody else on that pitch, you know, Leno made saves today.
Yeah,
Leno was a beast.
I mean, the thing is, I agree with Bertram in that, you know, Chelsea could have scored, but sometimes you need that little bit of luck. Like, yeah, they were unlucky not to score one, and I know they had one ruled offside, rightly offside. But a win's a win. Like, you can't go and criticize the win and say, oh, we shouldn't have won because...
And the thing is, you look at the fact that they had a lot of shots, but you have to look at like where they were shooting from and what happens with a lot of them shots. You know, for them, 5 shots on target. Well, in a game you dominate 80% of the game or 75% of the game,
you should get
more. Only had 5 shots on target. Says something about the defense of the other team.
Yep, no, you're absolutely right. I see more comments that Andrew.
This as a good performance. I'm taking, you know, it's a backs against the wall performance, but it's a win against a good team. Showing some of the things that we have not seen at earlier games in this season.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't get any bad mistakes. I can't even think. Did anyone make a mistake? I think there was one situation where Thomas Partey lost the ball in a bad play. No, it was El Neni when he tried to dribble and he ended up losing to 2 Chelsea players and Giroud fluffed the line. But other than that, mistakes were few and far between.
Was it Bertram says, guys, we got a lucky goal. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was lucky because of a mistake. We created nothing. We created a couple of chances, maybe not like blatantly clear-cut chances, but again, you know, like it's listen,
How
Chelsea
many
are a good
times has that
side.
happened to us? How many times has that happened to us? Where we hit everything but the goal, and then the opposition score with their only attack. Yeah?
Like
Everton last week. Everton two weeks ago. What did they do? We literally gifted them a game. We literally gifted them a game. Because Leno threw the ball in his own net. But other than that, what did they do?
I'm sorry, Bertrand. I got to keep disagreeing with you. Like I know you mentioned was it Havertz should have scored against Mari. Like he should have, but he didn't. And those type of look how many times Thomas Partey takes a shot and like he doesn't even get on target. Havertz didn't. Like I see what you're saying, but let's take the win. Like Chelsea weren't clinical enough to put us away. And that's what it really comes down to. Like they had chances, they created chances, and we defended resolutely. We got the 3 points. Sometimes you just got to do that. I know there's some scores up from likes of Greg G. But Bertram says parking the bus is not the Arsenal way. Yeah, I agree with that. Sorry, I can go tender garden. All right. Gabriel made 3 clear mistakes. True, but he probably made like 13 like outstanding clearances and shuttling the Chelsea defenders. Like Gabriel was good today. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Cool case says Bertram is damn good. If you was watching the game, Smith Rowe made that goal with his pressing like Nketiah.
Press, yeah.
Like let's calm down on like insulting people with the damaged goods part. Like Bertram has his opinion. We can disagree with it, but take it from there. Kirk says let's hope Wolves beat Spurs at the weekend. Sentiment says lucky post saved us. Mikel will sit back and Insula had us playing like Brighton, Burnley, Fulham, Sheffield, and their man there Arteta out. It's getting worse. 18 says Bertram's too negative. Andrew then says midway through the season, Arsenal could have had more points. Bad luck with decisions and VAR paramount. Bertram wants us to watch the game again. Pro lover, yes, I'll be fighting. Kuke says parking the bus and succinctly defending it with a 1-0 lead is how teams win titles. Yup. I think it takes probably more than that, but listen, I'm looking at just this one.
Oh, I don't know if Neomis is frozen on you guys. It's frozen on me. I hope we haven't lost Neomis. Apollo, can you tell us if we lost Neomis, Apollo? If so, I'll just carry on.
Everything else. I don't know. I kept on talking even though my screen got frozen.
Yeah. Okay.
Was it? I was reading the comment from was it Sentiment saying Neomis defend what we was open like Sketel. So I said we put the protection on today to make sure that we didn't truly get daggered today. So
this man's phrases, man, he's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong.
Can you hear me? Come on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
yes,
hear
I can.
I'm not a supporter of mediocrity. I'm sorry. But you guys are so divulged of success.
Wins.
Wait, let me finish. As an Arsenal team, that any semblance of success, you're all over yourselves. So here's what I think long term, which is where am I going? So I have some games to show where I have arrived, where I'm going. My younger players are playing, and frankly, we had 30-some% possession. We couldn't keep the ball. Like, what world are we living in? We can't keep the ball. Look at the game. You know what happens in the game? They walk the ball out of their 18. Walk it to our 18, or just before our 18, because they can get our 18. You know what we do? We boot it long or we lose it. So here's what I'm thinking about. How do I compete with Liverpool? How do I compete with Man City? How do I compete with Chelsea? We can't compete with them. We're going to be playing like Sheffield, trying not to get beat.
No, listen, I know we can't compete with them.
And I'm going to watch paint dry. And it's boring too. It's one thing to play counter-attack in football, right? So when I counter you, then you are feeling the pressure. You got to change your strategy. We did nothing to change strategy today. And by the way, the pressing wasn't that tough. He made a blind pass. Jorginho made a blind pass. Blind pass. Don't know where the keeper. He just made a blind pass. That wasn't ultimate pressure where you're in your back and you make a bad pass. That's ridiculous. Like, what game am I? Guys.
No, it's 3 points.
I am so disappointed in Tony. I'm so disappointed. Tony, I am so disappointed with you, Tony. You have been converted.
It's 3
you
points.
Have been converted. You have been converted. And then Cool K talking about Bertram is blighted and Bertram has issues. And Bertram goes, Cool K. I'm a realist. And right now I realize we're not good. We're poor.
No, we are, but we gotta win. And I know.
Guys. Chelsea, look at Chelsea's record. 15 goals in like 14 games against the top teams. They can't score goals. If that's not about it, how do you pressure that team? How do you make them fear you? Saka lost every ball he touched today. Like it's a joke. Smith Rowe was brilliant.
No,
but Saka was awful.
That's why he got taken off.
I love Saka.
Yep.
I think Odegaard, since he played well, but he wasn't at the races. I thought Partey did well today. I thought El Nene did well today because they did their role. And I thought they tried to press high. Our front line wasn't pressing with vigor. Aubameyang press when he feels like it, like he normally does. Can't hold the ball up. But today did a better job, by the way. Today, when he gets the ball, was better. His better days are flicking it out with his head or trying to make a pass out of it, not turning it over. But in terms of the totality of the team, how we move out as a team, we couldn't move the ball out. I'm sitting there thinking, what happened to my Arsenal?
Yeah.
Let me go back to Arsenal Wenger day. You know what? I give up 5 and I score 6. I can live with that. At least I enjoy myself. Don't let me watch paint dry and tell me that Bertram, you're jaded. Yes, I'm jaded because I don't hate to watch crap.
We got the win though. Like, why are we happy?
Neomis. In life, Neomis, never just focus on outcome because then you have a problem. Focus on the process. It's a process, Neomis. This is not sustainable, Neomis.
Don't tell me to trust the process. Don't tell me to trust the process.
All right, Tony, the floor is yours.
Allow me to retort. Please allow me to retort.
Okay. Floor is yours.
On a scale of 1 to 100, where Chelsea's team is sitting as a squad, at about 82, 83. Arsenal right now are at about 51. Just over half of our team are worthwhile talking about. When you take a team ranked with a 51 out of 100 against a team of 82, 85 or so about, there's only meant to be one winner, Bertram. We come out onto the pitch, and you know what? I don't expect to win. If we did a Premier League show, and you say, what do you think is going to be the score of this game? I don't expect to win at the Bridge against a team who just beat Man City in the Champions League, in the FA Cup semi-final, and are playing them in the Champions League final. Bertram, you're not being a realist.
Okay, let me say this.
On paper, the players, man for man, should not be at the races. And you know what the result shows us is that sometimes you set out a strategy to try to retain not getting slapped by 5 or 6 goals, and you end up winning 1-0 because you took your opportunity when it knocks.
So here's my view on that.
I appreciate what you're saying, Bertram, but today I'm taking the win and I'm enjoying it.
So I think people are misconstruing what I'm saying. I am fine with taking the win, but I want to compete. And right now, we're not competing. We didn't compete against Bill. We're not competing.
With the team, the players are not good enough. What you're asking for is a complete miracle. You're asking the players that are on that pitch to suddenly turn into Barcelona. It ain't never going to happen.
Yes.
So let me say this. I have seen Villa complete. I've seen Brighton compete. No, against these teams. No, Tony, go look at those games because I watch all of them. Villa competes and Brighton competes. Brighton competes against the Liverpools of the world.
We're
We
a
don't
Brighton
compete
in the
against.
league.
Exactly. Thank you, Tony. Make my point. Make my point, Tony. Make my point. Make my point, Tony. Make my point. Thank you. Keep making it. Talk. Where's Brighton? Keep talking, Tony. I'm listening. I'll shut up. You keep talking, Tony. Where's Brighton in the league?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, tell me, Tony. Where's Brighton in the league? No, I'm listening. Tony, the floor is yours. I shut up. I talked too much. Tony, the floor is yours. You just told me Brighton competed. Where's Brighton in the league? Where's Brighton?
No, you
in
told
relegation.
me Brighton competed. You told me Brighton competed.
Hey, you guys on the stream who watch the games that are played, does Brighton compete with the Chelseas of the world? With the Liverpools of the world, frankly. We don't compete against Man City. We don't compete against Liverpool. We're not going to play Liverpool. What we would do? We went in our cave and put our pillows over our head and said, please let me not play this game. We need to start competing against the bigger teams. It's one thing to beat. Yeah, we won the FA Cup last year, didn't we?
Yep.
We beat Man City, beat Chelsea, where we end up in the league. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable.
Not
You'll have a
with the
lucky
players.
day.
Not with those players.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't know where we go from here.
Yeah, don't forget, Arteta has already come out publicly this week and said, expect major overhaul this summer.
Including himself?
5 senior players have said they don't want to be at the club.
Yeah, including him.
Major overhaul this summer. And
he
it's
should start with himself.
Because the players, some of the players do not deserve to be wearing the Arsenal red and white.
Yeah, no,
I think he should start with himself. Start with Arteta, put his head on the lamb and say, you know what, I'll go first because I deserve to go first. Don't talk about my players and the players are poor. And I know he said that, but he's part of the problem.
I agree with you.
The Villarreal 2 games, I watched and said to myself, I can't forgive you for having Ceballos running behind Foyt, who can't run, and running back way with the ball, and you leave him on. I can't forgive you when he got a yellow card. Should have gotten another yellow for a red. He didn't get it. You need to take him up. Then he said, we have somebody warming up. Warming up? Stop. Somebody pull up with a muscle pull. I got to make a change right now. What do you mean he's warming up? It was very obvious. And his next tackle is going off the field. Like, those decisions to me are not forgivable. Take Aubameyang off because how poor he plays with 10 minutes left in the game. We need a goal. Those decisions are unforgivable. They're in-game decisions, which making changes 70 minutes every game, 72 minutes, 73 minutes. They're not forgivable. Sorry.
Bertram, I'm
yes,
with
Tony.
you. I'm not in the foggiest willing to turn around.
No one is disagreeing. No one is disagreeing.
We have world-class players in our team. But what I will take is Arteta got his tactics right today somehow. Because
I always wonder.
We can't compete with this team. So what we're going to do is we're going to play 3 at the back. Best decision ever. 3 at the back.
Why did you do that all season? Why did you do that all season? Because we can't compete with anybody.
Thank you.
For Christ's sake.
Thank you.
You still did it all season.
So now he finally smelt the coffee. And he made the right decision, which he hasn't done all season.
Yeah, here's my concern, Tony. So when you play 3 at the back and you play defensive, at least I want to see when you get the ball, let them fear you. You are going to counterattack, right? You got to find a way to get out and let them have to struggle to get back, and they're going to approach you with caution because they realize with a bunch of caution, they realize if I lose it, I'm in trouble. Chelsea put none of that today. Good, look, we won. It's a good thing you win. It's always good to win. Don't get me wrong.
Amen.
But when I watch it, you walk away saying to yourself, man, damn, is this how it's going to be from now on going forward? Is it how to put up with?
Bertram, brother, I love you like a brother. And you
like
and I
food?
both agree. We know what Aubameyang brings. Yeah? We both know what Aubameyang brings. If we see Aubameyang on the team sheet playing at the point, man, expect pretty much a 5 performance unless he scores a goal.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Look, I mean, we won. We're in the 50. We're 1 point behind Spurs, by the way. They have a game in hand, obviously. But look, I mean, I don't know where we go from here, Tony, because here's my disappointment today. I said, even if we lose, the Saka, the Odegaard, the Smith Rowe, they'll be able to keep the ball amongst themselves. You know, they're going to look, and Tierney, we're going to keep the ball for a little bit. We weren't keeping the ball. We were turning the ball over at a ridiculous rate. And in football, that's why Pep plays the way he plays. You know, Pep philosophy is this. if I have the ball, you can't score. So if I don't score, it's 0-0. That's why ball position, and also you can rest on offense.
But the thing is, you have to say that with that, Arteta probably has only played the way how he is because he's desperate for the win. I honestly think Arteta's job is on the line based on his league finish. He's lost.
Look,
He's lost
I
a
mean,
couple of games.
Chelsea's impotent in terms of goal scoring. They don't play with a true number 9, and it works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't work. Right? If you play like how we play today, they don't have the wherewithal to break you down. They should have put Giroud on to start the game. So they can put the ball in the box, and then we have to struggle to get the ball out. They decide to play the ball on the ground. We close up all the gaps. They can't penetrate. Not sure why they didn't go to Giroud earlier in the air to play against Mari, and then they probably would have to do the 2 defenders marking him, create more space for them. People think the space has to be created just on the ground with people who are skillful. It's not has to be that way. You can also do it by having one center forward who is so powerful in the air, you have to converge him into marking, then you have more spaces wide. But anyway, we won. I think the ratings need to be read, Neil. I heard Kuke asking for ratings to be read.
Yeah. I know that we've been kind of going off on a tangent. So Apollo gives Leno 7.5, Gabriel 7, Mari 7, Holden 8, Tierney 7, Partey 7.5, Elneny 7.5, Saka 6. I agree with that. Odegaard 5, Smith Rowe 8, Aubameyang 7.5, and Arteta 9. For me, I'm gonna give Leno a 7. I'll read Kuke's one. Leno 7, for Kuke, Gabriel 7, Mari 6. That's probably fair. Holden 8, Tierney 6, Partey 8. Yep. Elneny 8.5, Saka 5, Odegaard 5, Smith Rowe 8, Aubameyang 7, and Arteta 10. 10 for Arteta. Greg G says Leno 8. Yep. Gabriel 7, Mari 7, Holden 7.5, Tierney 6, Partey 8, Elneny 9, Saka 4. Maybe. Odegaard 3, Smith Rowe 8, Aubameyang 7, Arteta 5, Arteta.
And then it gets good grades against good teams. You know, you got a good grade against Man U also. We played Man U the first game, and we beat them 1-0. Yeah, he's safe. He's a safe player, and he needs safety.
No,
he made one mistake today.
One
mistake today. He should play more. He should play instead of Ceballos, actually. I think he's a better player than Ceballos. He provides more. Why am I bounty? Love focus. I don't think I'm bounty killer. Bounty killer is actually a very socially conscious DJ. Actually, you just got to understand the words and you get the meaning of it. Very socially conscious. So, and I'm very socially conscious. So we align. I'm better looking.
Oh my!
Bounty killer.
Apollo's rating.
Oh my!
No, it's Apollo's rating already. Apollo gave. What was Xhaka's score? Apollo. What was Xhaka's?
Oh no, Xhaka didn't play. Xhaka first time in a long time.
Look, he's always got that ready. Actually, he's always got that ready.
Well, you know something, Tony? What people miss is that Elneny now plays well with Partey, you know.
Yeah,
he plays well with Partey. And he was playing with him. He wasn't trying to do too much today. He was trying to play with him himself. But then again, when you don't have the ball, you got to play defensively, right? You don't have the ball. You can't make mistakes when you're trying to pass it. So, Oh, Lord. You're trying to show me the man who looks good on TV, but his game plan is not the same. Well, he got it right today.
That's all you have. Bertram, did you hear what you just said? He got it right
today. Tony.
Okay.
When you win.
No. You can't backtrack now, Bertram.
No. Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. Where credit is due, because he's mediocre. But he got it right today.
No, let me say this, Tony. I think, as I said before, long term and sustainability. And if you can put in, if you win every game for the season this way, and do like Conte did with Chelsea a couple years ago, I have to say, you know what? You won a title. If you're in 8th place, which we are in, I don't know what to tell you. We should have had Super League. Where all these fans are fighting against my Super League. I want my Super League. I demand my Super League. I don't want I want Super League. I want to be relevant again. I want to be relevant. I want to be relevant. Right now, I'm relevant. I want to be relevant. If I'm Super League, I get a lot of money. I can buy all the players like Man City. I want Super League. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
Bertram, hell hath no fury. That's all I can say. Hell hath no fury like Stan Kroenke disguised as Bertram.
I want my Super League. I gotta have it. How am I gonna be relevant again if I don't get Super League? Listen to this argument. City has won 5 of the last Premier League titles. You know why? Because they have the most money. Nothing else. It ain't about them being brilliant and how awesome they are. Chelsea won when Abramovich came in because he had the most money.
Yeah. You're on mute. You're on mute. Someone shut you up.
Wait. I shut myself up. Let me say this. PSG, Bayern, Barca, Real Madrid, Juventus, City, Chelsea. What do they have? Tons of money.
Champions League.
Yeah.
No, but say tons of money. The most money in those countries are the teams that win. Super League will give me a lot of money. And Tony and Neomis and them fight it out, so they want to be irrelevant. They want to compete with the West Broms of the world. They want to fight relegation.
No. You
fight relegation. I came up with a strategy.
You've gone to the extreme.
I came up with a strategy to get us to a good place. And then you guys said, no, we don't want a success. We don't want money. We want to be mediocre. We are dying. And today, you clearly showed where you want to be. You appreciate this performance.
Bertram.
I'm going to call Stan. I'm going to call my brother Stan. I'm going to call my twin Stan. You know, have a conversation. And he acquiesced. You know what he did? He caved. Juventus hasn't caved. Real Madrid hasn't caved. Barca hasn't caved. They're like, you know what? We want a Super League. And we're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, fans. And people like AFTV don't realize that without Stan, he has no business. Without Arsenal, he has no business. He's talking about, oh, you know what? The fans should have a say in my business. Tony, do you want to say in AFTV, Tony? Call Robbie and tell him you want to say in his business. You want to tell him how to run his business. Go tell Robbie. Call Robbie and say, no, you're fan TV. If without our fans, you would not exist, Robbie. I want to help you run your business. I want to be on your board, Robbie, if you have a board. I want to be part of your governance process. Really? We live in this unrealistic world. I should be on your board. I listened to Lord Sugar this morning. Lord Sugar this morning.
Bertram.
Yeah.
You're an elitist, bruv.
Of course he is.
I'm a realist. No, realist. Don't confuse the two. A realist, which is, hey, we won. Come the late 90s, we were dominant with Man U. Dominant up to 2003, 4, 5, going to Champions League final, dominant. Abramovich came in and we started regressing. City came in and we just said, you know what, we give up. Yeah. We have made Champions League in 4 years, going on the 5th year.
Yeah.
There's one direction we go. We have seen Villa relegate, you know. Look at Villa, look at Leeds. Those teams move in a certain direction and others trying to recover. Yeah. We can't end up that way. So when we're talking about, I can understand a Everton fan. I can understand a West Brom fan, a West Ham fan, fighting against Super League like they're going to die. What is Arsenal fans' complaint about my Super League? What's the complaint?
Enough.
We want egalitarianism.
Get off your
We're socialists. We're communists.
Get off your high horse.
I'm a capitalist. Capitalism is all about the money. It's all about the money.
Hey.
I'm all about the money. All about the money. All about the money. Why is Israel vaccinated? Wait. Why is Israel vaccinated, Tony? Why is Israel vaccinated?
Stop it, man.
90% vaccinated. Because you know why? They paid twice the price because they have money. Exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome, beautiful. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Are you as happy as Tony and Neomis? Well,
put it this way. I'm glad we got the 6 points off of them this season. But yes. I mean, there were moments in the game where, you know, we just dropped off too much. And we were just defending too deeply. So, but, you know, a win's a win. And I must say it's a little bit too late.
Yeah. So we just had a real analyst join the crowd, the team here, because I had two before you, and I was very disappointed in what their commentary was. Very disappointed. I'm still trying to get over it, but I'm glad you joined us. I want that objective view, and I got it, so I can leave now because I know what we're talking about. They're here jumping around.
You ain't leaving. You ain't leaving.
They're jumping around, happy, waving pom-poms about how happy they are. And I'm here crying like a baby. Crying like a baby.
You're something else.
And they're happy like cheerleaders. We're so happy. Mikel is a genius. We knew he was.
No, come on, that's too far.
No. I never said he was a genius. No way.
Yes, he did.
You see how
No, someone in the comments said that.
I am here working.
Somebody said he was a goat. Someone said he was a goat.
Yeah, exactly. He's a goat.
No.
You know why? Because a Champions League side who's in the final Champions League, who's in the finals of the FA Cup, who have done really well in the league in top four. We beat them, and we have lost our minds and our marbles. So, look, we won.
My feet are firmly on the ground.
I'll tell you what, in the history of boxing, I've seen some great matchups, right? But I've got to say, I would pay top dollar to be ringside for a debate between Tom Ashton and Bertram. That would just be the killer. That would be the killer.
Tony, I don't know how to back down. So I don't know how it works, Tony.
Than Ali Fraser, Thriller in Manila.
Yeah, Tony, I'm not into mediocrity, so I don't know how to. I'm not gonna be in the debate. I gotta have a say, right? I gotta have a word. I gotta put in a few words in. I would try to hold my. I've never seen Tom debated, but no. Look, we won. I'm gonna agree with Tony and Neomis. We won.
Yes.
Poorly, but we won. Poorly.
With a mediocre team.
Yeah, they had world-class players. We've got all right players.
No. We have a lot of expensive players.
Yes.
That too.
Don't mean nothing. Mustafi was expensive. What were you telling me? He's a world-class player?
No, it's 30-something mil is sort of. It's on the cup. It's not 50-something mil. Laka, 50-something mil. Aubameyang, 45 mil. Partey. That's a lot of money. That's over 140, 50 mil for three players.
He's over £10 million more than Mustafi. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but Mustafi did us a favor, actually. He helped us to realize how poor we are. He helped us to clearly clarify.
God!
No, we never.
What do you do for a living? Are you a lawyer for a living?
He was poor anyway.
You gotta be a lawyer.
Didn't Mustafi lose Gary Neville his job?
No. You know what? Yeah, I think he probably did actually. He came from Valencia. He came from the team. Yeah, he came from the team that Gary never proved that he can't manage at. Gary never proved that he should be a pundit for life. Don't go into management. No, but Mustafi went to Germany and had a side relegated. He and Kolasinac did a brilliant job. They completed the job for them. The side was struggling. Wait. You hang it. Wait. You're dead dying, and wait. You're in the pool swimming. You can't swim, and you ask somebody to save you who can't swim either. Like how the hell does that work? They can't swim when they jump in the pool. They're gonna save you. You won't drown. I mean, it's crazy.
Bertram, for once, Bertram, I know it's a little too late, but just give them their due.
Fine. I'm happy. We won.
You just made me laugh so much.
Cool K, I hate to take this, Cool K, but I don't drink. Yeah, I do. I'm refilling that. I drink water.
Oh my!
Oh, I can't. I'm overheating in here. It's too much jokes.
But as you guys said, we won. So if we won, fine. Let me figure out to get happy because we won. Because normally when you win, you're happy. So let me work on that.
Yeah.
Let me write that down. I need to get happy when I win.
Listen,
get happy when you win.
You're gonna be even more happy because our next game is against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, let's not get carried away now. Because Zaha playing against
Zaha next.
And Benteke scoring goals. And let's not get carried away. We haven't beat Crystal Palace in how long? When last we beat Crystal Palace?
What happened yesterday?
Crystal Palace are
scored, but they gave. What was the score end up? Did they lose 2-1?
Yeah, they lost
3-1. Yeah, they're ready for vacation. They're ready for vacation. I'm surprised we haven't taken our vacation yet.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, we
surprised.
will against Brighton. We will against Brighton. Danny Welbeck is going to be the one to score against us.
Oh,
It's written.
don't start that. Don't
It's
start
written
that.
in the stars.
Don't start
It ain't
that.
gonna happen.
Tony,
Ain't gonna happen.
you know what's interesting, Tony? You know what's interesting, Tony? You know what's interesting? He played Saka at right back today, which I found very interesting. Right, he played him at right back, and then he didn't play Tierney in the 3 at the back. He played Tierney as an attacking left wing back. I'm not sure why he put Saka on it. So that tells you about Cedric and Bellerin. And even
Tony was saying that, yeah.
You missed my commentary on that.
Tony.
I went in on that one, Bertram. I went in.
Tony, a 4-year contract for someone. Wait, for your 4th string.
I know.
Fullback, 4th string now, because Saka, Chambers, and Bellerin.
Yes.
4th string, a 4-year contract, and I bet it's not much less than 100,000 per week.
There you go. Unbelievable, Bertram. You missed that part of the show. First off, I went in on the second deal.
Wow.
Second worst deal to Kim Kallstrom.
No, there's not. Oh, you mean second worst? Okay, good, because Kim hasn't turned up yet. Kim hasn't. Kim is still on the beach. Kim is still doing back exercises.
And Kim Kallstrom, but didn't he get an FA Cup medal? Kim Kallstrom.
Yes, he did. He did.
Yeah.
They give it to people with back problems. Even people with back problems get
Yeah, we started when he had a broken back and he never played once.
Kim got lucky. No, look, I mean, we're not going for Bertrand, right? Well, Bertrand, if he has a Bert in his name, he's good. So we should just go get him. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we'll take Ryan Bertrand.
Bertrand. He's a decent left back, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give him more than a 2-year contract, but he's a decent left back. He's a decent backup, frankly.
Right.
Yeah.
You lot. I gotta get this ratings out of the way because otherwise you'll have me here till about 2 in the morning. So let's get these ratings up, people, so we can get everyone back.
Hey, cool cake. Let me just say this.
It's the middle of the week. It's not Saturday. It's Wednesday. We've got work in the morning. Right.
Let me say one thing. Hey, cool cake. Let me ask a cool cake question, which is, Wenger was playing against Marino, and we know how that works. That's why we never do the double on Chelsea. Because Marino knows how to play those games. Go ahead, Tony.
Right.
So yours.
I'm gonna give Leno 8. I'm gonna give Gabriel 8. I'm gonna give Mari 7. Give Holding 8. Tierney 7. Party 7. El Neni 8. Saka 6. Odegaard 5. Smith Rowe 9. Aubameyang 6. Arteta 9.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who's next? Shall I go next?
I'll go.
Okay, you go.
I'll put those ratings. Okay, so I say Leno 7, Gabriel 6. When you make 3 errors, 2 which should have let the goal, I can give you a 7. He had the ball and
bro.
Wait. Let me say this. If they score the 2 goals, it's 2-1. No matter how many tackles you make, your job is to make tackles. You're playing defense for your looks.
But he's made the most tackles, Bertram.
Yeah, I understand, Tony, but he also gave away 2 goals which weren't scored. And some teams punish us. We got lucky today. That ball he passed to Mari was a suicide ball, and the ball he had on Jorginho's foot. If he wasn't overrunning twisting his feet up, because Jorginho was helping us today, he was great today for us. Gave us a goal, and didn't take that chance. We would have lost. Anyway, Gabriel 6. And he can't pass to save his life either. Always check that out, actor, by the way. He can't pass to save his life. He's poor passer. Mari 7 today. And you know I'm not a Mari fan. Holding 7 today. That last tackle he made, I don't know what hit him in his head. Tierney 7. Partey 8. El Neni 8.5. Saka 4, and I'm being generous.
Wow.
Odegaard, Saka was poor. Odegaard 5. Odegaard 5.5 actually. He was trying to play defense. We didn't have the ball. Smith Rowe 8.5. Aubameyang 6.5.
Jeez! Really?
Okay.
6.5. Yeah, I mean he
gave
really
Saka 4 and you gave Aubameyang 6.5.
That don't make no sense, but okay.
So here's my logic. Here's my logic because someday I can watch the game. Saka was turning the ball over like it was hot bread. Frankly, Aubameyang was actually, when the ball came to him, he actually made passes. Now look, he's not a great holder player, but he was laying the ball off. He had 1-2s. He was heading the ball today, flick on passes. We just weren't getting behind him. Aubameyang, 3 times he had, because they weren't running behind him. What's he headed to?
So what's
the grass? The grass.
You can head it back to your own goal. You can head it out. That's how Giroud plays. Flick the ball on, running the channels. Tierney, run the challenge, Odegaard. Smith Rowe. Saka was poor. That's why. That's why the manager did a great job taking him off. Tony, how many times did the manager take Saka off the field? How many times did he take Saka off the field? He was poor. That's why he took him off the field. He was turning the ball away. Couldn't beat his man to save his life. And you know what? Sometimes we have bad games.
He got a poor mark from me, but it wasn't a worse mark than Aubameyang.
Oh no, it wasn't worse than Aubameyang. Aubameyang had an assist. Aubameyang had an assist. He had an assist
apart from the assist.
A brilliant assist, by the way. Wait, a brilliant assist. Brilliant.
Yeah, apart from that, what did he do?
If he didn't score, what is he score in the game? How many points we get? 1 or 3? Okay, Tony, answer the question. And let's go back to the previous. Let's go back. And I'll give Arteta 8. He got it right today because he won, right? When you win, what am I going to say? If you win, no matter how much I hate how we got there, he won.
And you know what you just did? You just rewarded mediocrity.
I did.
Yeah, you so.
I did.
It's not mediocre.
I rewarded outcome.
Oh my God!
But the performance was awful. Awful.
Judas.
Wow.
Tony. At least he realized that if you can't fight them, you know what you do? Join them.
Can't beat him, join them.
And if he should have did it first thing.
Oh, he's cut himself off again. You cut yourself off again.
Oh, I touched my my Mac is very sensitive. Settle down, boy. Settle down. I know you're excited. Settle down. Settle down. Don't get excited. Look.
You know what? Bertram reminds me of someone like
jokes.
Vince McMahon. He's like a WWF referee.
Yeah.
Settle down.
Vince McMahon is very rich, by the way. He did well.
Stop lying. I've seen your house, Bertram. You're not exactly poor.
No, I'm surviving. I'm surviving.
You know,
it's a good thing.
He's one of them secret millionaires.
I'm surviving. Let's change the subject. Don't talk about money.
He's got a good job.
Don't talk about money. But I say this. I am pleased that we're in the 15th in terms of points. Think about it. At one point, we're 14th in the league, and it wasn't looking pretty.
Nope.
And the kids save us. So you may not in Saka today. Look, he can afford to have a bad game or 10 bad games, frankly.
Yeah.
Because he's been brilliant all season. And I'm optimistic given I heard about Kido and all these other kids and Balogun coming through. We shouldn't go out and buy any player over 50 mil. Frankly, that's my strategy going forward. If you're 50 mil, go up the checkbook. If the kids are good enough, move them in. If they're not, move them out. But let's use a strategy which is bring youth along. Those old players are disappointing us too much. Can't afford that anymore.
That's exactly what I keep saying all the time.
You got three in agreement here, boys.
Yeah.
I think you got full house there.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we shouldn't overpay for players because we are not lucky enough to get the return on our investment. I look at the strategy employed by like Leicester, for example. I've said it a number of times, and even though they're not at Man City level, they're at least competing, right?
Yeah.
And frankly, look at paper for Leicester team. They have a good core group of players like the Fafanos, Ndidis. They have Madison. They have a core group of players, and what's his name is playing well. The African is playing well this year, and he wasn't. Iheanacho wasn't doing well when he left Man City, but now he's got confidence. Vardy hasn't been that good this year, frankly, and they've still done well, right? Think about it. Their best player for the last number of years hasn't done well, and they still are competing.
Yeah.
Why can't we be like that?
We haven't got the
we're not managed properly. That's why.
Yeah. The core.
Yeah.
I mean, we're developing a core with Saka and Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe is a brilliant player.
No, he really
Smith
is.
Rowe is a brilliant player. When you watch a player, he's very fluid. The game comes easy to him. He's got to get a little bit tougher and put on some more muscles because the game is physical. But he's left foot, right foot. He can move in the space. He's comfortable in possession, even though today he didn't really show it as much because he lost a couple of those balls. But you know what? If player around you're not moving, you can't really pass the ball to anybody, right?
Yeah.
We have throws that we can't throw. They just throw the ball in really easily. We can't throw the ball in at all. That's effort and commitment. If you can't get a throw in and the other team get a throw in, that means you're not marking them close enough to force them to just throw the ball down the field or something. We're not doing as well as we should. So
Apollo makes a point, though. He does make a point. He says Leicester have had years to build their teams. Simple as that. Arteta doesn't even know who his starting 11 are because they're so bad.
Well, look, I think Leicester. Here's what's interesting, Tony. So and Neil Miss. Here's what's interesting. So here's this. So Arsenal decided to fire their scouts, right? They're gonna use data. They're gonna move away from that. And again, they're pivoting to go back to go have a recruiting company to go find scouts
because they're stupid. Yeah,
like
should never. Yep.
Look, sometimes you have to pivot, right? Sometimes you have to pivot because you realize you made a mistake.
Yeah.
But it can't be that quickly. It can't be that quickly that you're gonna leverage something and you say, "No, I gotta change because." I don't understand the strategy. I'm not sure Eddie was the person, but you know what? I want to give people time. I think Arteta should be out, but you know what? They have another year. And here's the problem, guys. If it doesn't work next year, we clean house again. We start over again. Look at Spurs. They fired Pochettino, and now they're struggling. There's some, and you know what? Maybe it's the Wenger effect. The Pochettino, which is less than Wenger, didn't win anything, but at least Spurs were very competitive every year, apart from when he got left, and it was early in the season. But after Poch, what are they doing? They're just changing managers like we are. Maybe that's why Man U stick with Solskjaer, because they realize, you know what? We can't go from Moyes. We can't go to Marino. We can't go to what's his name, the Dutch coach. We just keep changing managers. We get no success. You have to have some stability, so they're gonna stick with Arteta. He's a lucky fellow. Lucky than Lampard. He's lucky than Lampard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 11:15. Yo, miss, you haven't done your ratings, have you?
No, I haven't, but I'll be really quick. I will give all three centre backs. I'll give them all 7s except for Gabriel. I'll give him a 7.5. For me, Leno gets an 8. I think he's part of the reason why we stayed in this game. I don't know why Bertrand's laughing. Tierney, I'm gonna give. I'll give a 6.5. I thought he had a good, solid game, but you could tell he's not quite 100%. Partey, I'm gonna give an 8. I thought he was brilliant today. On Nene, I'm gonna give an 8.5. Again, just stellar performance. Saka, I'll give a 5. Odegaard, I'll give a 5. Smith Rowe, I'll give an 8.5. Aubameyang, I'll give a 6.5 for Aubameyang, and Arteta, I will give an 8. I felt that he should have brought on Martinelli to really try to cause that Chelsea defense to start thinking, what is it that these guys can really do? Taking off Aubameyang, fine, but we just lacked a lot of energy and the pressing game, like what you mentioned, Bertram. I just don't feel Lacazette would have been able to give that to us.
We don't press strategically. Yeah, we just press willy-nilly. We don't press like how you see. Even Chelsea has improved their press, frankly, significantly. Like our City press, if you see De Bruyne going, he's looking behind him first before he starts moving. Yeah, and they press as a team, so they converge on you and they force you to kick the ball down the field. Try to go back to even when they go back to your keeper, it becomes difficult because they're trying to corner you. They're closing in. We just Aubameyang sprints down and the ball kicks over his head and he just walks back. Then the whole press gets break. So our press is not effective. We have to change that. But then you need energy, right? You need energy to do that. And we don't keep the ball well too, so you can't even rest on offense. So that makes it even more difficult. But we rested a lot today. We were really back in our own 18, relaxing and getting Chelsea to come on pressure us, and they didn't do a good job of that either.
Yeah, hey, listen, they were thinking about the Palace game, as far as I'm concerned. Of course.
You mean the Leicester game this weekend? They have Leicester this weekend, don't they?
Oh, hold on. Who've we got? No.
We have Palace. Chelsea has Leicester.
We're Palace, yeah.
Oh, we got Palace. Okay.
We've got Palace at Selhurst Park.
Yeah, that's always a difficult game for us.
Yeah, bogey team. All right, should I go with mine very quickly?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Apollo, can you bring up your ratings again, please? I can thank you. Right. Leno, your breath still stinks, but I'll give you an 8 for today's performance. There were parts of this game where I still don't trust him from playing at the back. So, but he kept us in, so I'm going to give him an 8. Gabriel, Mari, and Holding, I'll give an 8. Tierney, he gets a 6. He didn't look 100%. Partey, I give an 8. Elneny, 8. Saka, I give a 6. Odegaard, 4. Smith Rowe, man of the match, 9. Aubameyang, 7. Arteta, 7. And the reason why I'm giving him a 7 is simply because I wish number one, he's still making those late substitutions, and number two, he didn't start Martinelli, which is what I would love to have had him do, and he didn't start Pepe.
Yeah, I think Martinelli's situation was he was poor the last game. I think he paid for it by not. He didn't play him today because he was really poor the last game.
To be honest, is Martinelli really going to be a striker?
Yes.
Like I think he has more impact on the game from the left and then coming inside, almost like an inside forward than an out and out striker.
So a bit like a Pepe.
Yeah.
Plays, or Saka plays like that as well.
Yeah, more so than like an out and out centre forward.
He probably rotated against Palace though. He probably played Pepe and Martinelli against Palace. I think he probably will do that.
It's gonna need.
And maybe play Laka too. Maybe a whole different front line against Palace, frankly.
I'd like to see Aziz come on and see what he's all about.
Was he on the bench today?
Was he on the bench today?
I don't think
no.
So.
A few games ago he was, but like I don't trust Arteta to give any of these young players debuts. I mean, he still hasn't given Saliba a debut. I mean, that in itself is shocking.
Well, the question is Saliba and Gabriel the starting centre half next year?
Has to be.
Gabriel makes too many mistakes. I'm telling you.
Gabriel has started to make mistakes, to be fair, but I'm just hoping that he'll improve for next season.
He's David Luiz in disguise with his mistakes.
No, he's not that bad. He's not as bad as Luiz.
Here's the thing. You know something? The only time we acknowledge mistakes is when they get punished. If you don't get punished, we don't acknowledge them. And today he made 2 blunders.
No, you know what? You're absolutely right. I don't care about the mistakes unless we get punished for them.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that's luck. I'm not into luck.
No,
I want to dominate my opponent, and I don't want to make mistakes and come back to bite you. And today, that pass to Mari, even though Mari could have stretched a little bit further, but he can't run.
Mari should have positioned himself better.
Were awful. Mari can't run.
He's all right.
He's an okay defender, Mari. Like
Tony loves him. Tony's starting to love donkeys. Tony has appreciation. Tony has an appreciation for donkeys. Tony has been so jaded, he's now appreciation for donkeys. That's amazing, actually. And look, I can understand, because if you see certain challenges all year, then yes, of course you're going to have that. Apollo said, how are you going to take Rob Holding out of the lineup? Hey, Rob doesn't make mistakes, actually. If Rob makes a mistake, is where he doesn't have jump because Sterling out jumps him, or things like that. But he doesn't make mistake by making passes that get him into trouble.
That's true. Yeah, Rob's not doing it.
Because he can't pass, he just dunk it down the field most times, or play a 5-yard safe pass. He's not trying to split the line like Gabriel.
Yeah, but then Rob Holding is he can be random at times.
Yeah.
David Luiz the same. He can be random at times. Gabriel is showing some randomness as well. He's got to be improved for next season.
Yeah, they all have to improve for next season. Well, let's see who we have next season. I feel like we're going for Basuma. Basuma has the most tackles in the league. I think he has like 93 tackles, which for a player who's not just playing like a Holberg does, that's pretty good, actually.
Does
He plays-
anybody really think we have the chance to sign him? Because I don't. Like, I think he's a very good player, and I wish we could get someone. Because really and truly, we need a backup for Partey, and I just don't see Arsenal spending 40 mil on a guy that very good player. But you really think that he's going to drop Xhaka for Basuma?
I'm
Well,
hoping Xhaka goes.
I think Stan was trying to sign him by going to the Super League, but you guys said no. So we'll stay with our Xhaka. We'll stay with our Xhaka of the world.
Oh
Xhaka needs to
my!
go. Xhaka
it's
needs
true.
to go.
Yeah.
Xhaka. Yeah, it's time. It's time. We need some more house. We need house cleaning, partial house cleaning. We need to complete the house cleaning.
As
I
I
think
said
it's going to
before,
happen.
as I said before, we need to start from the top right down to the bottom, and that starts with
No.
ownership.
I'm not giving up my ownership. So you have to forget about me and let's start off with somebody.
It's going to have to be from the bottom to the top.
Exactly. We're not changing ownership. Ownership is not changing. Whether we want to change him or not, he's not changing. So let's move to what we can fix, which is the players.
Bring in Daniel Ek. Bring in Daniel Ek.
I don't think Ek could do any better job than Stan does. I know that doesn't sound strange me saying that, but Ek is not going to use his own money to buy anything. Nobody does that.
They don't, do they? The Glazers.
No.
The Glazers do.
What's he going to do? Take Spotify and sell his shares in Spotify for Arsenal? When his Spotify share can appreciate and Arsenal depreciate? He would be not the most smartest person in the world, would he be? That's not happening. He may be all enthusiastic now, and fans may get all enthusiastic until reality hits them. That's not how the real world works. So, look, my hope is that Stan will pull the purse strings and put some money in the club. I think he invested some money the last time. He bought Partey for 45. He bought Gabriel for 20-something in a coronavirus era.
He's not doing it.
Spent over, about 80 mil?
That's even more reason for him not to. I don't think it's going to happen.
No, you don't understand. There is this guilt money he has to put in, right?
Guilt?
The Super League guilt money. Yes, there's a Super League guilt money.
You think he cares?
No. Nobody wants bad. Nobody likes bad. You don't like to be cursed and have bad press, do you? Nobody does. He may be far away, but he can watch NBC. He doesn't have to go to the UK to watch High Sports.
Yeah, but does he watch in America?
No, they know. They get the message. They get the message. I'm sure they put in some guilt money to buy a few players. Now let's not get over realistic that he's going to buy £100 million players like a Sancho, but he's going to buy some players. He's going to buy some players. But the question is,
what do you all think of the prospect? No, I'm just wondering, what do you all think of the prospect? The rumor about Grealish.
To where?
No, we're not getting Grealish. We can't afford Grealish.
No. Listen, we got a young Grealish. His name is Smith Rowe. Like, he does it all.
No, he's not a young Grealish. There's only one Grealish. I hate to tell you, it's one Grealish.
No. In 3 years, Smith Rowe will be just as good as him, if not better. Honestly.
There are few footballers who have the arrogance of Grealish. And no, what I mean in terms of his play, not about him being arrogant as a person.
Okay.
But his play is like, if I have the ball, you need 3 guys to come get it from me. You can't get it from me. I'm not in running fast either. I'm just gonna jog with the ball. It's like how Zaha used to be. Zaha's dropped off a little bit. He's like, you can't get it off me. And you know what? I'm gonna make a good pass. You hear Watkins talk about Grealish when they play Grealish. He knows the ball's gonna come to you in a certain area. Just gotta move. If you have a winger who can do that, who can bring the defense to you, create space, create mismatches, Grealish is a brilliant player. Grealish is a brilliant player. And he's underrated in the UK, frankly, because we're talking about Foden and all these other players. If they're Grealish quality, they're not. Foden's a brilliant player, but he's not Grealish.
Well, I mean, listen, they're only jumping on the bandwagon of Foden because he's a young player. Like, I mean, I get the fact that he's talented, but like I saw the other day on Sky Sports, they put him in their team of the year. It's just ridiculous. Like, come on. Yeah.
Look, he's a very good player. We know he's a very good player, and he's getting better and better every day. But I'm telling you guys, Grealish is ridiculously good.
No, I agree.
Grealish is good. And so he's going to stay at Villa. He's going to leave Villa. Here's the thing, guys. Villa has American owners, majority owners. He's not being sold on the cheap. It's not happening.
Of course. He's not leaving.
Oh, no.
70 mil plus.
Yeah. And it's probably at, what is it, about 27? Something out there?
25,
28?
25, 26, yeah.
Yeah,
he's about, in COVID time, he's about 75, 80 million pounds. Yeah. Not installments either.
No,
Not
upfront.
installment payments. He's upfront payments. So look, we're not gonna get Grealish. I heard about the kid in France though. What Kavinga? His name is the 18-year-old.
We're not signing him.
We're not signing. He's going to Real Madrid.
Yeah, he's way too talented for that.
We should
Very
pursue
good player.
Basuma. We should pursue Basuma. I like Basuma quite a bit. I think he's a box to box, not total box to box, but he's athletic. He can play under pressure. He has the most tackles in the league. So he's putting a foot in. When I watch Brighton play, they keep the ball. Unlike what we can't do, they keep the ball active against any of the good teams. So we should consider pursuing him. Hopefully, it's not more than 40 million. As we should just move on to somebody else. Another thing too, there's a bunch of players who playing like in Belgium and the gangs of the world who are just trying to get a work permit. There are players in those leagues we can go pursue.
Of course, like DM should be one of the positions that shouldn't be difficult to get. Like,
look, if we can get somebody like Ndidi, Bissouma, Ndidi type player to play beside Partey.
Yeah,
I don't think we need a number 10, and people may not agree with me, but if we have a good DM beside Partey, we don't need a 10 because I'm telling you, Partey can find people between the lines. He can split the defense even from deep. So then you can have a more balanced middle of the park. Because you know what Pep is doing nowadays? He's flooding the midfield. He's playing with like 10 midfielders. And then forget everything else. Even his center backs are good on the ball, like Stone and Diaz. So they're all in his ball possession. If I have the ball, you can't score. I don't need a number 9 anymore. I'm going to agree with him. I think if he keeps playing that way, he's going to run into some challenges. But for right now, they're not losing the ball. So they're not worried about, not scoring because they know you can't score if you don't have the ball. Now, let's see how they play Chelsea in the finals because that should be interesting.
I think they'll win it.
Well, Chelsea's not afraid of them anymore. And Chelsea, by the way, guys, Chelsea didn't have Conte today because they didn't respect us that much to put him on the field. Because the thing about Conte is how he played. Yeah. They didn't think that offensively we are there to play Conte today. He wasn't even on the bench. That's a lack of respect, actually, because he was brilliant in his last game against Real Madrid. So they have decided that he didn't respect us as much as he did in his previous games that he played. He has to rotate players, but it wasn't the same
we could have had him, but we opted for Xhaka. Let that sink in.
Well, my understanding is that Conte changed his mind instead of coming to us. So Conte was Chelsea's manager then. He's changed Conte's mind to come to us because he was on his way to us. So was Mahrez was actually upset he didn't come to us. We could have had Mahrez and Conte. Been a much better place.
They would have been good signings.
Those are brilliant signings.
Even Vardy would have been a good signing as well.
We did but Vardy was comfortable at Leicester. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off, guys, because I have to run. Gotta go back to work. So you guys enjoy the rest of the evening. I know it's late in the UK. You can be happy in what transpired today. You have won. I said you, right?
Yes,
I didn't say we. I didn't say we.
Good night.
I said you have won.
You all.
God bless you all.
Yes, bless you all. It's all good.
Thank you.
Hopefully next year we can finish 5th and be close to the top 4.
That's progress.
Right, I'm gone. I'm tired. I'm getting the hell out of here.
All right. Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone.
We got everyone.
See you later,
one-on-one.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Good one.